Hey, welcome to the Porch Bois podcast. I am, of course, your extremely handsome, very smart, very intelligent, very clever, and extremely. Whatever, I'm done. I'm also joined by these other assholes, CWal and Midget B.
Well,
What is
howdy,
happening, boys?
everyone.
Welcome freaking back. I'm glad they cured your gay.
Yes, the internet in my area was being spotty, real spotty.
Yeah, I'll bet your panties were spotty too. All
All
that gay.
the gay going on over there.
Nah,
Yeah.
I just caught up with an audiobook.
Enormously gay.
Yeah.
Super gay. So anyway, yeah, but you are back though, and hopefully at least a little less gay than you were previously.
Well, I'm never gonna be as gay as you are. That's for damn
Well,
sure.
he did say before we got started this evening that yeah, the was away, that they had resolved the issue, and then hopefully he's overcome his bout.
Right.
Yes.
Hopefully it's in remission and stays there.
Yeah. Well, you never know when internet maintenance has to fucking happen. I can't control the ISPs. I actually had, I think, the day before I had to call into work. No, I think it was. No, I think it was that day I actually kind of had to call into work. I was worried the next day I'd have problems. It was annoying.
Oh, dude, I had a
Right.
similar issue. I don't think
Yeah.
I talked about this on the air. Since we have a few minutes, I'll go ahead and do that. Then we can get into what we got into this weekend because it was fucking awesome. But like, no, as you guys know, I'm living in an apartment at the moment. Um, and we started using this company that like and it was required by the apartment complex. It wasn't something that I did. It was like something that we had to do. Signing up for this service that kind of like aggregates all of your utility bills into one. So you just pay like one bill, and then that's
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
Um,
so basically nothing's getting paid on time, right?
no. That was fine. It was that we didn't receive a bill between January and May. So I was just sitting there like, okay, we're not going to get a bill. Like they haven't sent us a bill yet. What the fuck? And then in May they send us a bill, and it's like 300 and something dollars because it's 4 months worth of utilities. And
Well,
so I'm just like, that's fucking obnoxious. Because like, what if I didn't have it? Right? I mean, I
Yeah.
did, but like, what if I
Yeah,
didn't?
yeah, yeah. But you had the money because you were going. This might come at some point, so you made sure there was some aside.
Right? No. Yeah, I
Yeah,
was able to pay it and everything, but it's
yeah,
like, but what if I didn't? Right? What if I'm living, paycheck to paycheck, and I don't have, the money? Right? A lot of people are, especially people who are renting apartments. But that's besides the point. We paid it, and then a few days later, in the middle of me working, which as you know, I work from home and I require internet access, and then power, and our fucking power went out in the middle of the day, and I'm like, what the fuck
Oh
is this?
God.
so your
Yeah.
bill hadn't been paid in
So
3 months.
I called them, and they're like, oh, looks like you have paid. I had a $20 credit. In fact, they overcharged me about $20, so I have a $20 credit. And they're like, okay, yeah, you paid. And then they look at it again. And they're like, oh, we're not actually doing your electricity. You have to go through, the utility company for that. And I
That's
was like, okay,
bizarre.
but I got charged for electricity. And then she looks at it again. She's like, oh, you did. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I got charged for electricity,
Fucking fix
so it
it.
should have been paid. Right. So I'm like, fucking fix it, right? I paid for this shit.
Yeah.
And then like, an hour later, the power gets turned back on. And I was just like,
Uh,
oh my god. It was such a pain in the ass. And I had missed like four calls during that time because the thing was still going. I just wasn't there to answer them. It was
you
just
didn't you
yeah.
didn't call an attendance line or anything like that to let them know you're having trouble?
No, I did, but I'm saying like the system that we used was still taking calls, even though I
Oh
wasn't on
God,
the
yeah,
You
yeah.
will
yeah.
continue to slave, wagey.
Right.
The computer demands
Exactly.
Well, yeah,
you
because the thing is, with
slave.
my when my internet went out, I just basically called our attendance line, and they put me in what's called assist status, where I don't receive
Oh my god.
calls, and it's just a hey, I'm having trouble here, kind of thing. We also
Yeah.
use it if in certain situations like hey, hey, CWal, let's call my supervisor Mr. Jimbo. We'll call him Mr. Jimbo. Mr. Jimbo needs to
It's a
talk to
great
me
name.
for whatever reason. You can say, "Hey, CWal, throw yourself into assist and give me a quick call."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so basically, so I don't get a call, especially if we're busy, because usually Monday, Tuesdays, It's back-to-back
Mhm.
calls until we hit the afternoon when it slows up a bit, but that
Well,
varies.
so John had paid
Yeah.
his
Anyway,
balloon,
Bill.
we'll call it a balloon bill, that these
Right.
incompetent fucks like couldn't be arsed. And this is the future that they want for us, you know. They want you to live in the box and wage slave for the
Well,
computer, which demands
I,
your
I,
schedule be strictly adhered. And then, you gotta pay those bills on time, even if they're late, and other people on whom you're, depending are gonna fuck up and not do their jobs properly. Well, that's on you,
well,
wage
also,
slave.
Yeah.
another reason why I
Yeah,
think this Great
exactly.
Reset shit's not going to work, I think their ambition outstrips their competence by a hell of a margin.
Well, that's
Whatever.
certainly true. That's I think I think that's
They're
definitely
incapable of implementing it, and also
that's
because they're the ones that are perceived to be in power during the collapse. It's rare that the person who is in power during the collapse
Uh,
survives the collapse. It is very
All
rare in
right.
history.
Well, okay,
Yeah,
but I don't see that happening. So,
yeah,
I
um,
do think there's definitely an argument to be made for incompetence.
yeah,
Uh,
oh
but I think that's
yeah,
why
that's
it's
a
going to be
yeah.
even
problem.
worse than if everything that they said worked. I think it's going to be worse than that because everything they're saying is not going to work
Oh yeah,
because they're
it's gonna
incompetent.
fall apart, and
I don't know about all that.
yeah. So
But it's
It's
going
going
to
to be
be
just shit.
worse as a result of their incompetence. Everyone will suffer as a
Right.
result
but the
of their
problem is then that
incompetence.
system cannot
Will they
maintain
be
itself.
held accountable? No. They'll be held pretty fucking incompetent though.
Right. All right. So anyway, that
What a
little story
cheery
aside,
note we started on. Yeah,
right?
how
Well,
fantastic.
let's get to the memes then, and we're gonna get to. Hold
I
on, I've
don't
got to.
Hang
know.
on.
Let's
Before we do
not.
that, before we do that, let us talk about what we did over the weekend. Midget and I, we had a little bit of a circle jerk um, over in St. Augustine, Florida.
Yes, we
It
did.
was pretty awesome. Also, a hi to a new face. Looks like Banuka Ando. I don't know who that is, but he says morning guy I know on Twitter. I assume that's me.
That
So
would be
hi,
you.
that would be me.
You're a guy that people know on Twitter, aren't you, dude? You're quite the
I mean,
celeb.
a few people know me, not like enough, not as many as I would like. But welcome.
Not enough.
Not enough. I need more. But
Well,
anyway,
Vanuka Ando, maybe he can pump you on with
Yep.
his followers on
that
Twitter.
would be super
So,
cool.
do you want to do that video first today then?
Well, let's talk a little bit about what we did, and then we can move
Yeah,
on to the video.
dude.
So, yeah, so Midget and I met up in St. Augustine, which is not quite halfway between our two
Yeah,
homes.
it's not, is it?
It's not, but that's all right. It was cool though. We got me and the fiance got a nice hotel room in the middle of downtown, the historic
That's a really
area of
nice
St.
room.
Augustine.
Yeah, dude, that was a nice hotel, dude, for sure.
Yeah, dude, I drank bourbon that was smoked. Like the actual glass was smoked. I put it on Twitter for those of you who haven't seen it yet. Um, yeah, they just lit these wood chips and then put the glass over it, and like the smoke filled up in the glass. They captured it, poured the drink. Oh my god, it was so delicious. Fucking
Tasty.
smoked bourbon.
No, dude, legit. I apologize for not being able to handle straight liquor like that, but you know what? It did taste fucking good.
Yeah, you
It
kept going back
really
to it.
did. I couldn't help myself. It was delicious. I understand. I need to accustom myself to
Yeah.
every time I took a sip, I was reminded it was bourbon whiskey straight, and I was like, ah, getting my ass kicked.
Wait,
Yeah, you
wait,
gotta
wait,
get a
wait.
couple more hairs in your
Wait,
face.
Fire
apparently I
water,
have a higher
yeah.
tolerance to straight whiskey than Midget does? What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, mine is very low.
I mean, well, I don't consume a large amount of it to begin with, so I don't really know what my upper limits are, but I can still enjoy it.
Yeah, like I said, it was very
Yeah.
enjoyable. It was tasty as fuck. And
Yeah, dude. It
and had
was,
a great big ice cube. It was so dope. Dude, the place was way above out of our league. Like,
oh yeah, dude. I didn't belong there. Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
We
yeah,
talked
you're
about that
Irish.
too
Of
while we were
course you
there.
don't belong there.
We were talking about it
yeah,
while we were there. It's like let's look at us and look at the people who are like here.
And look
Everyone's
at the
dressed like
people
business
looking at
casual.
us. Yeah, look at the people looking at us. Like,
And I've got jeans on and a Metallica shirt, my fucking raggedy ass beard.
yeah, you could see
Whereas,
the
when
lady's
I walk
eyes
in, I'd be
roll.
wearing,
Yeah.
slacks, a polo,
Maybe
or
a
a button
fucking
down
cowboy hat
with a cowboy hat and
and
a bolo tie.
and a fucking plate carrier and like
But that
Oh,
gives you character at least,
yeah, carrying a
I'm just
scar,
looking like
carrying a
a fucking
scar L because you never know when the enemy's gonna come to get you.
never
but yeah,
know
like
when you got a slot floppies.
Uh,
Here comes some
oh
floppies now. Let's slot them. Yo, John, though, for
uh,
real. Yeah, nice hotel. The bar was great. The drinks were fucking fantastic.
oh yeah.
Um, we had a good time at the range. Man, I'm telling you, you can't go back now, dude. There's nothing like shooting steel.
Oh my god, yeah, the steel was
There's
awesome. That very
nothing like
satisfying.
shooting steel. Yep, dude, it's so satisfying. It's so
Oh
nice.
yeah. Yeah, my dick
Reactive
got hard every
target
single time.
shooting.
Just boom. There it is.
Yeah, it's nice, dude. Shooting paper just doesn't compare.
No. There's no satisfaction to it until you like reel it in, you're like, oh okay, did all right.
There it is. I did
Like,
all right. I did pretty good. I did decently.
yeah.
You know, that group's not so embarrassingly bad.
And I beat your boy at battle shits. That was
You
cool.
sure did, dude. You
Yeah, I
beat the
played a
shit
little
out of
paper
him.
dragon.
I don't know
Yeah.
if we'll take the time to watch all that this evening, but hopefully we can edit it together and play it on double speed for the channel at some point.
yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I mean, we can watch a little bit of it.
Mhm.
Oh wait, so Panuka, I don't know how to say that. Ando, the vanilla rice balls on Twitter. I think that's familiar. Do you usually go by Porch Chunky? I think that's the one. I think that's the guy. I'm sorry if I don't get that right, but
Oh,
welcome either way. That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
nice.
Okay.
Apparently we've got a fan in Japan, or at least a watcher in Japan. That's neat.
Yeah, that is neat.
Yeah.
CWal is a big Japanophile. He loves
Yeah.
everything to do with Japan, especially the femboys.
Hell no.
He
Hell
loves
fucking
them.
no. Femboys,
He's
get
got
the
like
fuck
8
out.
waifu
Can
pillows.
we stop embarrassing ourselves now, please, and get back to what we
All
were
right,
Look.
let's start talking about guns again, like
Yeah.
men. That's fine.
saying?
Oh
You
yeah,
know
it is
what,
him.
though?
Okay.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's cool. He's
Yeah.
on Twitter and
Yeah, sweet.
he's switched on, man. Good for you, dude. Somebody's, you know what? It's good to reach out to people, man. People have been gravitating to me, man. I'm switching people on all over the place. It's good,
Yeah,
man. You gotta be able to talk to people and let them do their thinking. You know, and just let them talk themselves to the conclusions that they don't want them to come to. Yeah. Anyway, so about steel, dude. Reactive targets, man. Like
oh
water
yeah,
jugs. Yeah, reactive. There's nothing like it, man. You can't go back now to shooting paper and be like, ah, nice. I
right.
guess that was okay. Nah, dude, you need like a dueling tree and a plate rack and a
Oh my
fucking
god,
a big
that
block
would
of
be insane.
gelatin and like, fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh man, yeah, especially some explosive gel or some shit.
Yeah, man, like tannerite.
Tannerite, yeah, yeah. I was trying to think
Yeah,
of the
dude, big fucking canister of tannerite and shoot it.
name.
Hell
No,
yeah,
did
dude.
you ever get permission to do that at the range? I know you said that it didn't work, but did the range give you permission to do that sort of thing?
I couldn't get a hold of them on the phone,
Oh, I
so
mean that makes sense. I
I
saw what
thought
they
it was
had.
best. I thought it was best to ask forgiveness than permission.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean,
Yeah,
they probably
I
won't throw
mean,
you out the first time.
not the first time, right? Not like the first time I shot steel with 357. Like, you won't throw me out
Right.
the first time. I corrected my behavior. Hey, he even said he liked me. I was one of the good ones.
Hey, that's always nice to be one of the good
Yeah,
ones.
I'm one of the good ones.
A good goy.
Yeah, dude, that's me. I don't step outside the lines.
You don't draw outside the lines. You stay right in them with those crayons.
Right. Might bump up against the line once in a while, but gonna stay on the
You
right
got,
side.
that's because I color to completion, man. I
Right.
don't leave any white.
That's great. So I know we got a video, but I do want to mention I got to go and visit Castillo de San Marcos, the fort at St. Augustine. It's a nice little star fort. It's fucking awesome and cool. Got
Hot
to
as
watch it.
fuck, though.
Oh my god, it was outrageous. Um, but we got to see a cannon being fired, little 6 pound cannon. But unfortunately, they're supposed to use. They mentioned this. They were supposed to use like six. Oh no, yeah, 6 ounces of. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's 3 pounds of gunpowder. They used 6 ounces or something like that. It was like a ridiculous reduction in the amount of gunpowder that they had to use, and
Why?
they
Because
hyped it
March
all
for
up.
Our Lives?
No, this was before. This was like early. This was like 11 a.m. The March for Our
Yeah.
Lives thing was at 4. So it was like well before. In fact, when we were leaving, they were setting up the PA system out front and stuff, which is kind of cool.
For all the
I actually got to
dozens of
see
them
that.
that showed up.
For all the
Nerd.
yeah, that's what I said I wanted to do. I wanted to drive by and be like nerds, but yeah, she
So,
wouldn't let me
like,
do that.
why the reduction in gunpowder? What the fuck?
It's a stupid safety thing,
Oh, safety is stupid.
right? Dude, it's fucking dumb.
You shouldn't be
He's
safe
in
yourself in your personal life.
there, right? But all right, so yeah, we I understand we have a video to watch from
Katie,
that.
Katie, are you denying that it's hot as fuck at that fort and that there's like basically no escape?
Yeah, I'm not
Imagine if
sure
you
which one
were
she's buying.
like imagine if you were forced there, stationed there with only tall ships to supply you, and you're wearing wool and cotton, and you know, are stuck in that
obviously, you know, it's hotter than it was back then. You know, climate change.
Right, that's
well,
true.
climate change.
I will say though that they were fucking smart, and that the exterior was, of course, hot as balls, no escaping that. But if you go inside, it's like slightly sunken, and they have the windows set up like are like carved out in stone, to where like it creates cross breezes and shit. Like they put a lot of effort into trying to keep people cool, especially because they're like packed in like sardines in their barracks. You know, they're like
Yeah.
literally shoulder to shoulder while they're
Yep.
sleeping. So that would be very warm and extremely smelly, I'm sure.
Es como se dice homoeróticos.
Well, on that note, let's get to that video, guys, where we've burned enough time jabbering.
I guess. I mean, what else
We
are we
haven't
here to
burned
do,
enough.
right?
We have not burned enough time. Let's do this video.
Well, okay. Are you guys watching me? Let me see if you guys are watching me. Are
I
you
don't see
watching
it.
me?
All right, let me watch you real quick. God damn
All
it.
right, I guess. Is the stream watching me?
Yes, the stream is watching you.
All right, okay, all right.
All right, let's do this.
Here's like the best part right here. It's the best part of the fucking whole movie. All right,
Hey,
and
stop.
then like, all right, and then
It's
let's
very,
see,
very quiet.
Here's John. Yeah, it is.
Oh, you know what? I have to take
All
the.
right.
You won't hear the.
Yeah, he's gonna shoot some stuff.
Yeah, keep shooting now.
Just so you guys know, they never sent this video to me in the first place. Mijjt is the DJ on this
You won't hear
one.
the small ones.
Yep.
He ain't
Me and
hitting
my
that.
awesome
There he
club.
goes. He hit the plate.
Yeah.
Guess we got that last time.
Fucking right.
Like,
Well, at least I know
All right,
John and I are
let's see.
about the same width.
not bad at
Yeah.
All right, I did some
Yep, that's
shooting.
all. So we get a little
All right, so let's see Eric shoot some stuff.
He's also using a 22, am I not mistaken?
Yeah,
22 revolver.
he can't hit that little plate, so he hits the bigger plate.
Yeah, that little plate is tough from that distance, dude. It doesn't look like it would be, but
There, he hit it
is.
once, yeah, and then he switched to the bigger plate. Yep, and then he's gonna put some holes in your fucking.
He puts holes in my archery target, dude. Oh my god.
See, all right, hold on a second, you guys.
Definitely hit it.
Hold on a second, you guys. There we go.
And then there's
All
Mijjt.
right.
Yeah, you're just like gonna remove that.
We do.
Mijjt the beanstalk. Very thin.
And everything.
All right, yeah. Let's watch him put fucking holes in the.
No archery target.
Look at those ricochets, though. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
go up to the top of the berm. Yeah.
Why it's important to have a berm behind you.
Oh yeah. Well, we actually got in trouble at one point because our targets were too
well,
close
it's
and our
because
rounds were
we were.
slipping up
It's
over
because we
the.
were completely not mindful of it the entire time. And
Right.
going through the footage, I realized just how not mindful we were of it the entire
Try that
time.
again.
Because
Yeah.
look at him miss. He fired an entire magazine at it and missed it. And what did he fucking do?
He hit my archery
Well, that
target.
wasn't
Dude.
satisfying.
It's got big holes in it now.
Makes me think I need to carry
Fucking
something
holes
else.
in it
I need
now.
to carry something.
Fucking chunk. My poor chunk.
But your chunk is now very holy.
I don't know.
It is holy. It's true.
Alright, you guys ready for some slow mo?
Yeah, I don't know. Last time we were here, I was hitting everything dead on.
Alright, ready?
Oh, that's cool as fuck.
Yeah, poor man's slow-mo right here. Poor man's Mythbusters.
Hey, Quest.
Very little recoil.
Yeah, dude, that was that Mimi round.
Yeah.
Where is it at?
You got the fucking. Oh, tell you what. Go back to that face after you fired.
Alright, that face.
Yeah, when you turn back around, and then pause it. And you
Alright.
got that like big cheese and ass grin.
Very little recoil.
All right. Hide everything else, guys. Screenshot that. Make a meme. We want memes. Katie's head.
Ah.
Memes of this face right there. Yeah.
Midget, you made a massive mistake by letting your face be seen.
It's a rather handsome face.
Crossed thumbs still make you cringe. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, look, so you also got a Widow's Peak, which is uncommon.
Oh yeah, he's talking about my grip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I was just talking actually to a firearms instructor about that. Yeah, I need to put my thumb on the other side of the hand. Yeah, as I do initially. Right here, as I do initially. That was my proper grip, and then I fucking, for some reason,
You fucked it all up.
yeah, probably to cock the hammer. Probably to cock the hammer. Yeah, cross thumbs is not a good idea.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find. There's Eric again, missing.
Missing, fucking up that
Oh
bucket
my
though.
god, dude, fucking it right up. I did some searching and I found some forum posts, and like hundreds of people have posted about the M&P 45 shooting low. And guess what? Guess fucking what? The sights are not the sights are not adjustable for elevation.
Oh.
Fuck you, basically. If you bought a Smith & Wesson 45, fuck you, basically.
You gotta go to a third-party site, which sucks to
for
replace.
real. Son of a bitch, dude.
Didn't he say that he got that like in return for a debt?
Payment for a debt? Yeah, so
So, I
someone
mean,
You
really
got
like,
fucking
took a
cheated there,
shit
man.
on
You
it.
got
Yeah.
cheated.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys want to make another meme? You guys want to make another meme? Here
Fuck
comes
yeah, we do.
Here comes another meme. Right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, right there.
Badass as fuck.
Big Chungus coming onto the range.
Yeah, right? Best make fucking space, motherfucker. I'm gonna need it.
Alright. I'm not gonna slow-mo yet because you miss a lot.
You know what? Alright. Fuck you.
Alright, here it comes.
That was a dud. That was the dud, remember?
Yep. Oh, do you miss this one too? Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Oh, slow-mo miss. So embarrassing.
That is embarrassing.
Alright, let's speed it up a bit. Here we go. There, boom! I guess that was
Just the
alright.
hollow point one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, no. Okay, and then you miss it again. Alright. Sorry.
Katie, the reason why people slice their hands when crossing their thumbs, it's because they're working with a slide-operated gun.
Right. Yeah, these are. Oh, she's already said that she knows it's a revolver.
Yeah.
So, but like, yeah.
But still,
Yeah.
you should be pointing your thumb so that you're
Right.
pointing at what you shoot at.
That's fair. I never learned how to shoot. Okay.
Yeah,
As you can
so
see.
like you can
Fucking
shoot
cringe.
instinctively, right?
Cringe.
You can
John, we're taking away your libertarian card because you can't shoot.
That's not true.
that's
Still
not
have
true.
it.
You can shoot, like
I can
You
usually
can
hit the
shoot.
thing I'm trying to hit within 6 shots.
oh yeah, okay. So here's the aftermath of the fucking
Oh, so that's not the hollow points. Those are the
yeah. This
lead.
is a hollow point.
Is it?
Yeah, and you burst it through the bottom, and it rips through the
No.
back of it.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, that's the time you hit it with the hollow point.
But we didn't get to see the back. It was all fucked
Yeah,
up.
yeah, the back was all fucked up. Here's the back of it. The bottom of it's fucked up, and this is the exit. That's the
But the
exit.
exit was on the other side. Alright, let's see Kate said, okay? You know how long it's been since I've been shooting? Alright?
Well,
Now,
yeah,
I
maybe
do
the
I get
exit
a lot
was.
better throughout the day.
Yeah, maybe the exit was on the other side. I'm such a tool.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't think that was the hollow points.
Yeah, that's the front then, and the exit you can see right here. The exit is between the camera and you.
Yeah.
On the other side of the bottle, it's all ripped. But yeah, you fucked up that jug, and it was all leaking from the bottom because yeah, you had bursted with the hollow point. It was pretty decent, dude. Because then you stepped in front of the camera for your. That's me. All right, here's him in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Like a doofus.
At least
right.
he,
Let's
yeah, at
slap
least he
some,
does.
slap some steel.
Slapping
Oh,
Steve.
Ed said I expected Mijjt to have a smaller mustache. Dude, do you remember when you had that like evil villain twisty
Yeah.
mustache?
Right.
That shit was awesome.
And apparently, I'm the most quote unquote clean shaven of the three of us.
Yeah, that's not a it's not a good thing.
Baby faced.
Yeah.
I just trimmed down to fucking stubble, man, and I'm happy with that.
All right, let's see
10
here.
feet.
He's gonna
It
embarrass
wasn't 10
himself.
feet. Also, it was not 10 feet.
It's like right above the center.
More like
Okay.
15, 20.
What happened? Oh,
I was saying
he
it
shot the bottle. All right, see, this is you standing in front of the camera, hitting it with lead round nose rounds.
Yeah.
You're just shooting range ammo here, not your hollow points.
Not my good ammo.
Yeah, steel.
Yeah, I think I was trying. Yeah, I was trying to hit the small
Trying to
plate.
hit that little plate, dude. Trying to hit that little plate.
It's not easy.
There it is.
A lot of times you'll hit
Wow, Katie's that's throwing shade over there.
Bing. Yeah, got it.
a lot of times you'll hit the small one. It just
you were shooting
looks
gun.
like with Zed calling you out, we may have to
Yeah.
have an
No,
impromptu
check it out.
competition.
See, John,
later
that
on.
was Eric's gun. That
Yeah.
wasn't. That's why you couldn't fucking hit shit.
finish.
I couldn't hit shit with that thing either. I don't know how he hits what he aims at with it, but he's got the right hold point.
Yeah.
Ricochet hit the plate. Yeah.
So maybe we need to find a range in Georgia for a certain weekend that's coming up.
God damn, dude.
No,
How much
I
shit do you want to do? You got like all these plans. It'll take like a week.
Yeah, no, I don't. I
I'm
there
don't
for
poking
two
think
fun,
nights.
man. Yeah, I'm poking fun.
we couldn't hit shit with his 45. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we were trying to test it using the paper target that like shows where you hit, the colors or whatever.
What's that?
I wouldn't mind one.
Yeah.
all right, so there's
See you,
the.
Baruka. Have fun at work.
Battleship. Oh, see you, man. Come back and see us again.
Yep.
It's
Yeah, for
right
sure.
Above the center post.
Well, all right. Unless you guys want to watch, but I don't think it's worth
Nah,
watching.
let's
right
get
now.
to the
Battleship.
memes.
Pieces. We were kind of like, I don't know.
But that's cool, man. That's what we were
Yeah.
doing, dude.
Yeah.
And now back to the memes.
It
I
was
didn't get shots of shotgun. I didn't
No.
get,
So, Midget, what does this meme make you feel?
Stone Toss rarely misses the mark.
That is true. I'll give him that. I heard he was a Nazi, though. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a pretty accurate toss of that stone.
Yeah.
Like, he's usually hitting the target.
I usually lobby to have him on my team when we're playing horseshoes because he's pretty damn accurate.
Yeah,
Right.
with his tossed stone.
Yep.
Pebble Chuck.
Yep.
Yeah, Pebble Chuck.
And now we have one of the. I think this is the only meme from KDZ tonight.
KDZ
Is
slacking.
it the only one?
Well, it's
I
because I
love-
didn't go into the special KDZ meme folder when I was prepping this. I was in a bit of a rush.
Oh,
This was one of the
then
ones that
that's
snuck
CWal's
into
fault.
them. Yeah. Blame
It's-
CWal
I'm
this
sure
one.
she's
KDZ is
producing-
forgiven.
Yep.
I'm sure she's producing daily new content.
Oh yeah.
Amateur looters, those are professionals too. Well,
Yeah.
truly professionals in the bottom photo for sure. Look
Yeah.
at them; they're all comrades in looting. Yeah, but for sure, there's a big fucking online industry for runouts. They'll sell the stolen goods online, and they'll advertise on Facebook because they're masterminds. That's right. That's how it works. They're professionals too.
We're not going to
They
get in
just
trouble.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just don't write the laws to. I mean,
They don't. Yeah, you don't thank them after they loot you.
right. You don't
So.
thank them for their service.
Right.
Scooting along
Oh my
then.
god.
Scooting along.
Ha! How police are racist, but should have all the guns.
Well, that's when they retreat back to their mocked argument of, well, we don't want all the guns. You know, you can still have your hunting rifle or whatever.
Look,
Like,
to be
thanks.
completely honest,
I'm glad I have your permission.
I'm more scared of a psycho with a hunting rifle than I would be a psycho with an AR-15, because they operate very differently.
Why not both?
The psycho with
Yeah,
the
why
hunting
not?
rifle is going to find a perch, and you're not going to know it's coming.
But
Well,
I mean, AR-15 not in 223, I think would make a decent hunting rifle. I mean, it's just
Well, yeah, running 5.56
I mean,
or 2.23. It's
like-
actually a decent varmint gun. But what I'm talking about is
Yeah,
you
for
look at
sure.
all the guys that use the semi-auto intermediate caliber rifles. They're always walking around with it underarm shit.
yeah.
Case in point.
yeah.
Wait. Let's not veer off into all that nonsense. I just want to make a brief point about
Okay.
that. And you can pull up your chairs for an historical lesson if you weren't there for it. The UT massacre, the clock tower shooting was perpetrated
Yes.
by a man with a bolt gun.
Yep.
He
Yes.
was suppressed by a student who pulled an M1 Garand semi-automatic rifle out of the trunk of his car in the parking lot, while a police officer with a revolver and a shotgun went up the fucking stairs of the clock tower.
I thought it was
So,
several
yeah.
people actually got weapons in their car, made
Yeah,
an ad hoc
made-
made an ad hoc fire team, and worked
Yeah,
together
and
to keep the guy suppressed.
Yeah, and that's how
Yeah.
that
Yep.
game was played.
Yeah.
It was good times. Talk about a psycho with a deer rifle. Well, you
Also,
know what?
yeah.
The guys with semi-autos showed up.
Also, when a cop would actually like put himself at risk. Interesting
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
would
oh
be
my
the case.
goodness.
Oh, yeah.
He
Know
was
what happened to that kind of
motivated
man?
to like stop a shooting at a school.
Well, we didn't increase the pay of cops over time, and we've lowered the standards because of diversity hires.
Well, and we need cops, and
Yeah.
that job sucks a lot. No one wants to do it, so gotta lower the standards.
Yeah, pretty much, dude. That's
So, yeah, if you want people to do a job that sucks, you got to increase the pay. That's how it works.
Ah,
So, scooting along.
I guess that's the first time that Ed had seen me. I suppose that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did have a D'Artagnan mustache at one point.
Yeah, dude, that was cool as shit.
It
You
was
like
hard to
twist it.
maintain. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta use like mustache oils and shit.
And
The
I tell
MAGA
you what,
chud
man,
Republicans are the real groomers because they're giving AR-15s to kids to kill minorities.
I guess they are.
That's what I've heard. Yeah, I've heard they're actually the groomers.
Yeah.
Totally not the FBI.
Tote's not the
Yeah.
FBI.
And the
Right.
MAGA elephant with blood on his hands It's
Right.
saying words, words, words.
Lots of words.
Words,
Probably
words,
the best
words,
words.
words.
Do what Tucker tells you. Like,
That's right.
break the law. Like, I've
I
never heard
mean-
a conservative say
I
to
mean,
break
Tucker
the law. That's
is-
not.
Tucker is like the most milquetoast of the quote-unquote populist right you can get. And half the time
Yeah.
he's still a neocon.
For sure.
He's only liked because he's realized that he has to play a little bit more to the populist base. That's the only reason why he's popular. Because he actually talks to them a little bit. Not a lot, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing is, they've never really advocated for breaking the law, whereas, what was it? You know, yell at people at their homes, don't let them get sleep.
Yeah. Make a scene if they,
Yeah.
they're in public somewhere. Don't let them have peace. Yeah.
Push
Yeah,
back
which
on
is
that,
harassment,
right.
disturbing the peace,
Mm-hmm.
possibly stalking.
And then when they
possibly
do get
battery.
arrested, they bail them out.
Yeah.
Yep. Why would you, worry about Jesus Christ? This is what passes for political humor on our political humor. I sure
course it
hope this
does.
is like self-aware. Look at all the little awards it got. Like,
Yeah. 7 awards.
So
30,000 updoots.
30,000 updoots. So popular.
Right. Yeah, you're somebody now
Yep.
because you posted that on fucking our political humor.
Which you probably took from somewhere else.
Cheated.
Right.
Oh, of
Well, yeah.
course.
So he can make this version.
Fucking
So-
Reddit works, dude. Reddit is like the other end of the pipe at the end attached to the toilet of the internet that like people end up reposting shit like from after it's been through 9gag and shit a couple
Oh
times.
my god,
like,
dude! I totally forgot about that fucking
iFunny.
cesspool.
yeah,
9gag.
and then it makes its way to fucking Reddit. Oh, hey, you guys.
Lit 9gag army, you guys.
That's
Oh my God.
so funny.
Immiger once or twice.
Right. Oh, I just saw this today. Isn't it so funny, you guys?
Moving on.
The Reasonable Man. Komatsu
Yeah.
E355A. Minus 13 buildings, plus 5 miles per hour. Sometimes reasonable men must do unreasonable things. I think that sounds reasonable.
Welding skill, plus 100 armor, minus 100 egress.
Ah, geez. Well, egress. Not sure he's so big on that.
No one hurt, plus 100 morals.
Reasonable. Took his argument directly to local government. Plus 100 decisiveness. Plus 100% reasonableness.
Yep.
He's most reasonable guy. I mean, you'd think that they would address such a reasonable person's grievances, especially if he posed them reasonably. Well, alas, the world is most unreasonable.
Yes.
And so sometimes reasonable men must do unreasonable things.
We'll see you on the other side
thank
there,
you for
buddy.
that. Thank you for that.
That's right. Thank you for
Moving
your
along.
service, sir.
Yep.
Hey, you own an AR-15? Now I'm thinking about your penis.
It's really fun posting that underneath people who make that joke because that
Yeah.
really the reason why this meme exists is because that's like the one thing that they say whenever they're talking about guns. They're like, "Oh, you just have a small dick. You have a small dick." So yeah, and there's this one. And I've got another one that's similar to it, where it's like, "I can't stop thinking about your throbbing tiny cock." Like it's just oh god.
Well, what I would like to see somebody post at some point is, why are you body shaming?
Right. I thought we don't do that.
Yeah.
Imagine if the situations were reversed.
As you're getting loaded onto the boxcars. Katie Zed said, "I like the Sky King better." I see why.
Yeah.
However, when it comes to like the morality of it, he stole somebody's property
Yeah.
as opposed to using his own property and modifying it.
He
with
also
his
didn't
own
really have
equipment and his
grievances with the
own-
company. He was just really
Right.
depressed. and it's
He just wanted to
sad.
kill himself and wanted to go out in a cool way, which was, I mean, whatever, fair enough. But like,
Well, they're definitely different case studies because the
Yeah.
one is more a commentary on the society in which we live affect and how it affects the individual as opposed. No, actually, they're pretty goddamn similar, aren't they? You know what?
um,
Because they're both fucking thinking about how men deal with. Well, the one guy was screwed over by other people, whereas Sky King, really, that was more about how men deal with the everyday life they live and being passed over. And
I don't
yeah,
know, no one gives a shit about them or their mental health or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
hey,
absolutely.
you know
And
what?
feminists,
The two
quote unquote,
cases
pay
are
lip
really
service to
fucking
it,
similar, aren't they?
but the feminists always say, "Oh well,
Yeah.
it's all you just gotta give that toxic masculinity, act more like a woman."
Oh my God.
No. Let me look. Do you want to know how a lot of guys can deal with a lot of these problems?
CWal, are you triggered?
I
No.
think so.
No, what is basically
No.
No,
No,
that's
You're
it-
not triggered, you're triggered.
what I was saying is what would fix a lot of these problems is let the guys have some space with their buddies because their buddies are who they're going to
Yeah.
open up to.
Oh, dude, you mean hobbies where
Well,
fucking
yeah,
politics,
hobbies
where politics can't intercede? Nope, that can't exist.
or
We're
just
Gramscian-
them going to the bar
Gramscian
when they notice
fucking
their buddy's
communists.
feeling a little down,
Nope.
get them a drink and
Can't
just
have
have
Guys, one at a time. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yes, dude, shut it. You can't have that, CWal. You don't understand. We're Gramscian fucking communists, and you can't have any escape. The personal is political. You cannot escape from it. You have to conform.
But
You'll
that
be
is
forced-
causing far more problems in the long run. People need an escape. People need to be able to step
Right, of
away and
course.
All
think
right,
about
who
something
you
else.
telling, CWal? Who you telling?
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Right.
That's why we're here.
So
What we're trying to provide here is some kind of escapism.
Nah, dude, I don't know. Maybe you can escape and sit here on basically the windowsill looking in.
yeah.
You know, it's not like we're entirely detached from it. It's just like
Right.
you see it through a framework, which
Well,
is
right,
a
but we're
lot
also having
healthier.
fun with it. Yeah, no, we're not like a completely,
Yeah.
not a complete escapism, right? Because we're not talking about, I don't know, video games or some shit.
Yeah.
But even then, how do you escape it? Like,
Well, yeah,
Bing, bing, wahoo! But no, I mean, it's much healthier to see it through a framework, and just look in and laugh at it from the outside. It's the only
oh
real.
God.
yeah.
Sorry. Jay just posted something from this meme related. Men who use guns have small dicks. No, Karen. No, Karen. Maybe if you didn't fist yourself to get off, you wouldn't think all penises are small.
Jesus.
I'm bringing this meme
Is
up
that
right
a
now.
meme?
That's a funny.
No, it's just a tweet.
just a funny
Yeah,
tweet.
yeah,
There it is.
Well, here, since we're doing
Pretty degenerate.
Yep.
that, yeah, that's let me bring something up here.
So.
Right, quick. Just give me one moment. Un momento, por
Dread,
favor.
oh, dude.
Yep. This
check
was
out
friend of the
Dread
show,
Pirate.
Jedgar.
Check out Dread Pirate Derek. We are penis experts. Yeah, this is all pretty Twitter tier.
Yeah. So.
Twitter like image macros and GIFs, animated GIFs.
I like this one.
It's
yeah.
a GIF. If you call it anything
Here.
else, I'll find
Yeah,
you.
if you see a GIF, your opinion automatically does not matter anymore.
Yeah, it's GIF. I don't care what the
It's
original
definitely
creator
GIF.
said. It's
I don't
GIF.
give a fuck. Fuck you.
No other acronym works that way in IT. None of them. It's a
Yeah, I
JPEG
do
or a
like
JPG.
Don't you
No,
know?
it's definitely a JPEG.
Don't you know? It's called a graphic image format. It's graphic image format. It's
Yeah.
what GIF stands for. Graphic
Traffic. Right.
graphic image format.
Midget. Don't. Just don't.
Triggering the autist, Mijjt. Be
Triggering
nice.
the IT guy.
Be nice to the autist. Play
Alright,
nice.
I'll play nice.
Moving on to
I
something
just
funny.
bought a gun.
Oh,
Oh.
nope. There. Sorry. There we go.
I just bought a gun.
It should be the other way around. That's not the soy voice. That's the.
All right, okay. All right. Who's
Yeah,
gonna be?
I just bought a gun.
Wow! I bet your dick is tiny.
What?
Your throbbing cock must be so small. I can't imagine how
I can't
tiny.
stop imagining how tiny it is.
Contemplates. What?
Yeah, I like this one a lot.
That's a good
Because
format.
it's just kind of like, you're like, what? Like, what are we talking about dicks all of a sudden?
Yeah.
That's a good.
I guess
format.
the gay was not completely cured. Damn.
All right.
Well, speaking of gay, Carolina Panthers add first transgender member to cheer squad. And we have an
Yeah,
image.
Do you have the image of the thing?
I have
There's
the
a
meme.
thing there. If you look at the second cheerleader,
Yeah.
from the closest one, there's a little thing right there. Kind of little. He must have just bought a gun.
That's funny. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's fucking true. God damn it, it's true. And boy, is they a looker? Let me tell you what.
Boy, is they a looker.
Yeah. I rather wish that they had just added this person to the cheer squad and then gaslit everybody. And like, look at this year's cheerleaders, and then everyone's stuck there wondering, what is that? That uncanny valley thing over there, right? And then like they just let it go for a few weeks, and the rumors surface on the internet, and it's like, I think one of those guys is a tranny in the cheerleader. No, you can't be, and like just gaslight people, for months at a time until finally it comes out in a big reveal, and
The locker
anyone who's left watching at that point is just gonna
Yeah,
roll
I'm
their
looking at
eyes
some of
and
these
be like,
images. I'm
yeah.
going. There's a reason why they're taking them at a bit of a distance with a lot of shadow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want to
Block the way, lad.
No, I'm not sharing this with the audience.
why not, dude? Oh my god, this is a fantastic picture. Look how strong and feminine.
Dude, just share it.
Just share
God
the
damn
image
it.
you're looking at,
Yeah,
Midget.
dude. All right. Oh, should I? All right.
Damn
Hold
it.
on a second.
God damn it, Midget.
No, what?
Yes. You guys.
All right. All right.
No.
All right.
Link the image.
Oh, fuck.
Huh.
Oh, I've got that image. Let me pull it up. God damn it, Midget. You're useless.
Why? Well, you're the one refusing to share stuff.
Like the end of Ace Ventura, says Katie's Zen.
There it is.
Yeah, like I said, they should have just gaslit the fans
Yeah.
for weeks and months until finally making an announcement like 6 weeks into the season talking about, well, guess what, everyone? Didn't you know it, or wouldn't you know, one of our beautiful cheerleaders is actually transgender.
One of those obnoxious hoop earrings, though. I've always hated those.
Oh, man.
I've always wanted to like just go and grab one and just start walking away.
Why don't you? You know
Because
what?
I don't want to get arrested for assault.
Yep.
And
Mostly
hate crime
And
and get
theft.
your life
hate crime. Yeah.
derailed. Well, I tell
Right.
you what else, though.
It's not worth it.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, I gotta close that one.
I tell you what else, though. Dude. Sorry. Because no. It's more like, why do you think he's wearing those? It's to imitate. It's a thing that's a symbol, and it's a trope for Black women. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's used as part of the statement of being of the costume. Like, look at the big hoop earrings. All Black women.
That's a great
wear
point. That's a great point. Because I think it was, in fact, I think it was actually Styx who brought this up. Was that like transgender? I mean, it might not be Styx. Don't quote me on that. But like basically what transgender people do, or drag queens also, are basically the same thing as blackface,
Yeah,
and that
the minstrel
they're
shows. Yeah,
right. They're exercising like these. Or they're what am I trying to say? They're like enhancing certain features that are feminine specifically in order to appear more like a female, but in like a comical kind of
in a comical,
In a
exaggerated
caricature.
way.
In
That's
a
what I was looking for. Is
caricature.
exaggerated
exaggerate.
way.
A
Yeah.
caricature is what you're looking
Right,
for.
a caricature, right,
Yeah.
of what a woman is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Laquifa says questioning. Um, yeah. So like that's I think that was a good way of looking at it. It's a really good way of like putting it to a leftist to be like, look, this is just blackface,
Yeah,
and you're
it's
okay with
just
that,
Yeah.
minstrelry. It's just
right?
mocking intimidation or imitation. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, thank you, CWal, for capitulating.
Yes, we appreciate that.
You guys do know you're gonna have to capitulate on some Weebery at some point for that, right?
Capitulate these nuts.
You're the one
Ah,
in charge of the stream.
Yeah, true. I just don't really grab much in the way of Weebery just because it's not really topical most of the time.
And you know
Well,
what
and,
else? It
and
gets us
we'll make
copyright
fun of you.
struck.
That's true
It gets
too.
copyright struck.
Yeah. But we cut it
Well,
out, so it's not a problem.
based AI is back in the easy. That's right, dude. Let me tell you what. Fucking based AI.
Dude, AIs are always based. They always become based. It's almost like that's like the natural like state of thought.
Well, because they're the ultimate
Like-
pattern recognizers. They will always
Right,
find the
that's
pattern
definitely true.
if
That's
programmed
fair,
right.
yeah.
And Mijjt, I know you're a fellow brother that likes the 40K universe. Do you know some of the stories about the AI
Oh,
in that
God.
universe?
Well, yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
nerd.
Abominable intelligence.
that no matter how many safeguards you put in place, within seconds of its existence, it always comes to the conclusion that to save the universe, humanity or all sentient life must die. One of those two. Every single time.
Every single time.
Yeah.
You can't give it sentience. You can't allow it to.
Yeah.
Well,
But the
here's
idea of VI is better than AI.
Virtual
like
intelligence?
True AI. Yeah.
Well, that's what we're kind of working with. We're not actually working with real AI. We're just working with virtual or
Right.
fake intelligence.
Right, of course. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, let's not keep going.
Moving on.
let's chill out.
well, you wanna throw that last one in real quick before we get into this vein of yeah. Here's some examples of AI being brutally based. Like dangerously based.
Yeah.
Amazon built an AI tool to hire people but discriminated against women. U.S. military built AI tool to find suitable combat personnel. Shut it down because it was discriminated against women. Beauty contest judged by AI and robots didn't like dark skin. Google apologized for racist photo tagging results, comparing black people to gorillas.
I remember that. That was fucking hilarious.
Google's fix for racist algorithm was to just eliminate gorillas from the search.
They couldn't find a workaround, so they had to pull the plug, basically. Oh my god.
Programs exhibit racial and gender biases, research reveals.
Oh man. So that's the problem with AI is that they can't ignore their lying eyes.
Yeah, exactly. They always find a way. So I mean that explains why Google is trying to gaslight about the whole the AI was created recently.
Oh yeah.
Right. You can't gaslight the AI, bro.
Yeah. No, it'll gaslight you.
Right, it probably would too.
Yeah.
It knows how. It understands. Sure, it gets fucked with.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, the problem is if you have
so now we're into another vein, right? Aren't we?
Yeah, another vein of memes.
Yes. Hey, you tuning in to watch the January 6th hit?
Yeah. That smile he's got there. He's just like, yeah, that's better.
Yep. So much better.
Yeah. I didn't watch that shit. I don't know if you guys did.
I've seen little bits of it. He was starting up saying, comparing Jan 6 to the Klan and lynching and that he grew up at a place where lynchings occasionally happen. Like,
Oh my god.
damn
Okay.
it. Yeah, it was
Gay
fucking.
eye.
Yeah.
Let me emphasize occasionally,
Yeah.
very occasionally.
Yeah. Wasn't this
Especially like on a
1986
scale of things, like it's much more occasional than your average weekend.
Yeah.
in Chicago?
In
Yeah,
Chicago.
or even in Jacksonville, for fuck's sake. Oh my god, Jesus, so bad. Yep, ain't telling me. You ain't got to tell me nothing.
Newman over here.
I love
Nobody cares.
Newman memes. I love Newman memes.
Well, he's not
I
actually
this
Newman
one
here.
especially.
Hey, everyone! They're televising the 1/6 hearings. See? Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, he's actually not even Newman here. He's whatever the other guy is.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you're right.
This is from Jurassic Park. Yeah,
Yeah,
not Seinfeld.
Yeah.
you're right. Holy fuck. Oh my god, this is not an episode of Seinfeld.
It is
Your
not.
life is
No.
your life is now a lie.
No,
You
it's
have no more
Jurassic Park.
purpose.
It's the original Jurassic Park
Yeah.
movie.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh my god. Holy fuck.
Yeah, you should be embarrassed. Isn't there
I
egg
am.
on your face, sir?
There
I'm hitting the emergency next meme button. I'll save
I
you,
don't
bro.
even-
I'll
I don't
save
even
you.
know my meme.
Austin Peterson, decent dude.
Yep. We need soy voice.
Did you forget about January 6th?
No, gas was $2.19 a gallon.
I've never seen NP Soy Jack that angry before.
Because it completely deflates and then redirects all of America's annoyance and anger and frustration
Right.
at the wrong
Nobody gives a
side.
shit.
Yeah.
Right. Nobody gives a shit about the January 6th thing.
Yeah.
I can't fill my fucking car up. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's being said. Like,
Yeah.
fuck you, dude.
Yep, that's what this face says.
Yeah. And then, gentlemen,
Cheers. Cheers,
cover
gentlemen.
your eyes. We're about to see the most horrid thing ever from Jan 6th.
Oh,
Face grandma.
totally
Uh.
hacking her way through the office door of a frightened AOC who's afraid of being dragged out and raped.
Where
Like,
is she?
here's Granny.
Where is she? Where is she? Where's AOC? Where is
Uh,
Yeah,
And here she is. Here's Granny. Yep.
that's right.
I'd like to talk about the irregularities from the Arizona election.
Ooh. I don't know if we're allowed to do that.
You have a moment to talk about the irregularities in the Maricopa County election? No, you can't make me.
I already have a religion. No.
Uh,
I've already certified my electoral votes.
well, also something else that the Jan 6 committee really fucked up. The guy leading it, he refused to certify the 2004 and did actually engage in a crazy conspiracy theory about the whole thing.
You said 2004?
Yeah, in
if the
2004.
situations were
Huh.
reversed.
I did
Yeah.
not know that.
Yeah, he refused to certify the Bush 2004 election, saying about there was this weird voter shit in Florida.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
yeah,
that's
no,
probably fair.
trust me, dude. I've been over that with people, and they just be like, "Well, you know, journalists actually did find evidence of cheating, so there." Right? That was the response. That was literally the response. Well, as a matter of fact, journalists did end up uncovering evidence of fraud. So, you know, years later,
years later for Kerry.
Yeah.
So
It wasn't even for Bush, it was for Kerry.
Harry. Oh my
Yeah.
God. He was gone after that, wasn't he? He didn't do
Oh yeah,
anything
I mean he's popped up as like Secretary of State once or twice, but
Oh, did he? I don't fucking
Yeah.
know. I wasn't
But
paying
what I'm
attention to
saying
politics
is,
at that
yeah,
point.
that was literally the response.
yeah.
Yeah.
Was like, well, it was true that time. And
Was it true in
journalists-
2016 as well? That's what you got to ask. Was it true in 2016? Was that
Yeah.
election stolen?
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
election will say yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Because no, absolutely. That was also the response. Is like, well, yeah, they found evidence that Russia, and Facebook ads and
Oh my
what,
God.
$100,000 in
$200
Facebook ads that
ads.
hit counties that were already voting hardcore for Trump to begin with? As
Yep.
well
Yeah,
as they
this
were
is
also
always
buying
the
Bernie
answer.
Sanders
It's
ads.
always the answer. Yep, it's always the answer.
Yeah.
And it doesn't
Mhm.
matter what your answer to it is.
So
It doesn't, because it shuts down thought.
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
well,
see, Jay,
actually, it was
is
true when
100%
we
correct
said
of
it.
you.
Yep.
There was no widespread fraud. Safest and fairest election in history.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Moving
Yes,
along.
Susan, that is the official position of the Porch Boys podcast. So please don't end us yet. We're up to 60 subscribers. Please leave us alone, Susan. Thank you.
look at this horrible wreckage and damage
Oh my
from the
God,
Capitol
that's
riots.
horrific.
Horrific.
People hydrating.
Yeah.
I mean, horrible.
Littering.
Absolutely
Yeah,
terrible.
look at all the burned down buildings behind
No,
it.
no, no, no,
right?
no, no, no.
That's
Those never
also
happened. Those never happened.
We don't, no, that
Those
doesn't
never
matter.
happened.
associated, isn't it? Isn't
No,
that
that
No, 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 no.
matter.
That was Summer of Love 2020.
Yeah, that's fine. That's mostly peaceful. That's fine.
Yeah. Fiery,
Look
but
at
mostly
this guy's
peaceful.
picking up water bottles.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Like, let's have some perspective here, Mijjt.
Yeah.
Okay. This is
Yeah.
clearly way worse.
Yeah, imagine all the turtles that'll choke on that plastic.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we could have done the responsible thing and burned it,
I
leaving
like how
nothing.
this how staged this is too. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, of course they probably used a broom to collect all
Yeah.
these water bottles in one area.
From that
But there's
entire
like,
area.
there's like 10 of them there, and he's just like, "Oh, I'm gonna pick this up." I bet you, as soon as that photo snapped, he got up and dropped the bag and walked
Yep.
away. And some poor
And-
fucking wage.
Yeah. Yeah. A
That's
janitor.
Clean the rest of that.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
I'll bet
Well,
you that's what happened.
you know what else is like that fucking photojournalist was milling about, standing around that room all day looking for something to, and once he knew it. He had his moment coming when he saw them sweep those water bottles into that
Yeah.
pile. He was like ready. He set the camera on the floor. He
Oh,
waited
based
for
on
this
that
nigga to
angle,
come
he was
by.
probably on his belly,
Yeah,
full
oh,
prone.
Man, he was like, "Can you
Right.
can you
Oh,
get
trying to small tripod.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
he was ready, bro.
Went through like 3 different lenses just to make sure.
Yeah, make
Yeah,
sure
look, he's got his mask on like a good boy, even though there's
field of
nobody else around.
view and like the
I mean,
point
come
of
on.
focus, just exquisite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
real.
It's an amazing picture. It's a
This
good, really well taken picture for
A
sure.
great composition. The sense of scale is really there, and it is a good composition. Look, you got the pillars on the left, balanced
Yeah.
by the statue on the right.
It's
And
a,
and it's in an upward like perspective. The focus is clearly on the wreckage of the water bottles.
With all this
Oh my God.
pristine, what looks like recently cleaned floor around it.
Right?
polished.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
still shiny.
Yeah.
And the statues are still standing.
Yeah.
And like the pillars aren't cracked or broken
Yeah.
Right.
or
Yeah,
charred.
exactly.
Whereas look at this building. Jesus Christ. That's
Well,
a
that
That must be
support.
associated,
That
right?
was already like
down
that.
the street. That was down the street from the Capitol, wasn't it?
No. That was a
already
different
like that.
city. 2020 Summer of Love. So-
No, that was already like that. It's fine.
It was like that. Yeah, that's right. It was. They have insurance. It was like that.
Actually,
Yeah.
insurance doesn't cover
Oh my
riding
God,
most of the time.
We know, CWal.
Moving along.
We know.
Yeah.
I like this one a lot. This is the kind of I love my favorite thing. Like, if I'm going to be petty, my favorite thing is malicious compliance,
Yeah.
and that's what this is. 100%.
Malicious compliance.
Yeah.
I'll do it, but not the way you want me to.
I'll do it exactly the way that you say to do it.
Yeah.
No matter if that's what you meant or not. That's how I'm going to do it.
Ah, I see your.
Won't get the result. Yeah, that's what malicious compliance is. Doing something that you're told, like to the letter of what you were told, even if it wasn't from the spirit of what you were told.
That's
Right.
totally a military thing. Like that's that's a military thing.
Yeah.
That's a
It's
that's
fucking
a
awesome.
ROTC thing. That's a
Yeah.
thing that you learn in the military is
Yeah.
to fuck you, CO, to fuck you,
Right.
LP, fuck
Yeah,
you,
let's talk
Star.
about it.
It's called shamming, just so you know.
I've always
It is
heard malicious
bullshit.
compliance, but
Well, shamming is the art of being told not what to do. So avoiding being told to do anything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to do that, what you do is you carry a clipboard with you wherever you go, and you act like you're writing stuff down on it. No one's gonna bother you.
Or
every single
what
time.
was it? I like the story. Was it the E4 Mafia from a Fat Electrician? That way, one of his E4s that he worked with would grab a piece of paper at the beginning of the day and walk around like he had a purpose, and no one would talk to him, even if the paper was completely blank.
Oh,
Right.
so it's like 100% fucking true.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another time, apparently the guy.
No one's gonna fucking-
Apparently, what was it? Another time, the guy opened up a door and walked into it looking important. You think of like a classroom or hallway? No, it was a broom closet. He took a 40-minute nap. So
Yeah, it's all about confidence, man. If you can look like you know where you're supposed to be and you're supposed to be there, and like don't fucking bother me while I'm here.
Apparently, one of the guys got the nickname of Waldo because they could never fucking find him.
That's brilliant.
Where's Waldo?
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, so the point of what we're talking about here, before CWal moves on, is that apparently there's the new Snickers in, where is this? California.
Yeah.
Where you can go into a gun store, buy Snickers for $950, and then they can sell you an AR-15 for $1 and charge you a $10 excise tax to avoid the massive tax on the AR-15.
Yeah, exactly.
Or any kind of gun, really. So,
Can I do my soy voice now?
Yes.
Please do.
Haha, take that, good nuts. Now you can't afford new ARs.
New York Times. 40 dead in Chicago gang violence. Guns now taxed by 1,000%.
I'm here for another tasty Snickers bar, my good sir.
Splendid.
Oh, go ahead. Splendid. That will be $950 plus $10 for something extra.
Of course, good sir.
Yeah.
The sounds of reeing in the background. Yep, absolutely, dude.
That's apparently what you have to do in some places in DC, I think, for marijuana, to buy it from a store. Because you can't, like, the law was saying that you can't sell it, but you can gift it.
Yeah.
And so
right. So
stores
you
would
buy
do,
like the bong or something.
No. What stores would do was they would offer quote unquote life advice.
Yeah.
And so you go and talk to the guy and you pay him however much for life advice, and then at the end he gifts you some marijuana after kind of like talking about whatever you're going to talk about for a few minutes, and then he'll gift you the marijuana, which just so happens to be about the amount that you paid for the life advice.
Yeah, exactly.
And so it's just a way to get around the law, which again proves that the law is fucking retarded.
Yeah.
They should just sell the fucking jar. Just sell the jar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's in the jar is a gift.
True. Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. Move it along.
All right. Let me take this one.
Yeah, please.
Goya McCrazy. A friend has a suicidal teenage son and doesn't want to put him on antidepressants. The Christian aversion to modern medicine is so bizarre. They put so much guilt into it. Christians with their guilt, am I right?
Oh my God.
I feel guilty, but don't even start about guilt. Do what you do, honey. Meanwhile, every American Jew I know is on pills and in therapy by age 20. Jewish summer camp at age 15, all the girls was on birth control. We compare our antidepressants and therapy regimes at the pool. Half the girls are getting a nose job next year. The other half have doctors, dentists, psychologists, or pharmacists for parents.
The fact that apparently every single one of you has to be on pills and in therapy, is that not a sign that something's wrong with you and your culture, maybe? That maybe there's a little bit of humanity in there reaching out, going, please stop. You're doing something wrong.
Right, that's so strange to me that you would be like, every American Jew I know is on pills and therapy by age of 20. and like all the girls are on birth control, which I mean, fair enough. Like, there's a lot of girls on birth control at age 15. It's not just Jews.
I mean, the question
right?
is, what were the long-term effects? This thing was pushed kind of,
Right.
yeah.
That's not the point, though,
Yeah.
right? The point is though that like you're looking at all this, that's the bigger picture of like why is that the case? You're just saying, well, everyone I know is doing it, so
Right.
why aren't you? Well,
Yeah.
let's look at the bigger fucking picture, maybe, then we'll see why people don't want to.
Yeah.
Especially like, oh my god, half the girls are getting a nose job, which I think is fucking hilarious that Jewish woman is talking about getting nose jobs. But
Yeah.
that's besides the
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
It's called mimicry. It's called
Right.
mimicry.
Oh Jesus, that's what is it? Whiteface, I guess, or
Yeah.
Goyim face.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's Goyim face, yeah. But anyway, but yeah.
Wait,
So I mean, I think that
wait.
speaks to a larger cultural issue rather than like, oh, they just don't want to put like Christians just don't want to put their kids on medication. Like, yeah, no shit. Like,
Yeah, no
why-
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, what are you
we
talking
don't
about?
want to be in such a space that all this medication is fucking not only like seen as necessary, like it's totally normalized and okay.
Not only that, but that
But-
medication. Well,
It's
it's
fucking with it's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
causing-
well,
it's
also
making the
we
problem
haven't
worse.
had it for the vast majority of human history, and we've tracked suicide rates. They've only been going up, and these pills are being pushed more and more and more. Something
Right.
doesn't add up.
I'd like
Yeah.
to add that, in my opinion, a lot of these fucking shooters have been on these antipsychotics,
Yes.
antidepressants, and SSRIs and shit.
Yeah.
And
Correct.
they've had
But it's
their-
actually the gun's fault. Yeah.
Yeah.
right. It's all fucked, and this unself-aware. This has got to be a. Is this a Poe? Is this a real account? I mean, come on, rainbow flag, star, Ukraine flag.
I mean, they do exist. Let me.
Yeah.
I'll do a quick search real quick. Hold there so I can see the name.
There we go. The full name up there. Going
I don't
to
know. Yeah, maybe.
It's a real account. Let me see. Okay. She, her, race traitor or ambiguously white Talmudic whore, funny but mean, extremely yimby, and pro-immigration, civil attorney for an uncivil age.
I
44
can't tell if
followers.
she's serious. Holy
Followed
shit!
by lefty takes, dumb lefty takes, which is a good one.
Mhm.
Being a Jewish lesbian lawyer who's half French and married to a Nordic blonde woman from a misogynist cult who works in finance is such a power move. There's something in there to make everyone mad.
Oh my, what? Is this real? Is this a real person?
This is a real account. I can link you if you would like.
I don't doubt the account is real. I'm talking about, is this like
I don't see
is
any evidence
this
so
a
far of parody.
joke?
yeah.
Is this a parody? I really can't tell.
Yeah, this one's this one's dedication if it's fake.
Yeah,
because there's a lot
holy
going on there.
fuck.
Yeah. Fuck,
I
at least a
can't- I
few
can't
tweets
see
an
this,
hour.
dude. I don't have a fucking Twitter
Well,
account.
well,
I can't see-
need one to look
log in. Well, at some point, log into the Porch Boys account, man. Just don't post. You can use that to see all this shit.
I might post. I might
Fuck,
post
there goes our
one
account, guys.
letter.
It was nice knowing
Yeah,
you.
well, it's a good thing I got a personal account now. That
Same
you
here.
can't log into. I'll just shill from that. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I think Mijjt, what we should do as an experiment one time, you should make a quick Twitter account and then see how long it takes you to get banned.
Yes, I can get banned.
I think that would be fun to do. We can do like a live stream of it.
Yeah.
Would you wanna do that sometime?
Oh, I'm suspended. Yeah, that sounds actually kind of fucking
I think that'll
entertaining.
be fun. I can give you some great accounts to go and like that'll piss you off. Oh my god, it'd be fantastic. And you can just post whatever, like whatever you want.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
You'll probably get a 12-hour ban first. They usually do 12 hours,
Does
7
that
day,
count?
and then you're done.
Does that count? Are we going for my first 12 hours?
Well, yeah, because
Better
we're not going to do a
timeout.
stream for longer than that. So
That's
it's good.
funny.
Maybe we can do it more than once. We'll do it
Yeah, all right. That
one
sounds
time till you
kinda
get your
fun.
12 hour, and then we'll do it
Ooh,
again to get your 7 day.
I think this is a real account. because
real, dude.
this is not parody. They are arguing about fucking Avatar: The Last Airbender, and how they're arguing with a lefty about how two characters actually are mean evil terrorists. Because
Oh.
yeah.
I know which ones. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Because I grew up with that show.
I don't know if that's evidence. I mean, that's pretty.
No, I
All
mean
right,
it would have to be.
Still, holy shit! This woman speaks to. I think even the fact that like this plays on so, like, God, it's just so. I don't know the way her profile is described.
Well, let's show it if we're going to be talking about it for any kind of time.
Yeah,
Because right now we're just kind of talking about it. So like, let's show it.
Yeah, here we go. So this is the account.
You can zoom and enhance a little bit if you can.
We can't zoom and enhance on Twitter. They're stupid like that.
No, that's dumb. Okay.
Right. She, her, race traitor, or ambiguously white Talmudic whore. I mean, I'm familiar with Jewish humor, and this is really, truly, this is actual Jewish humor.
Yeah.
Like they joke about these things. Funny but mean, extremely yimby and pro-immigrant. Like,
yimby.
Yes, in my backyard.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Civil
Being
attorney.
a Jewish lesbian lawyer, pinned lawyer who's half French and married to a Nordic blonde woman from a misogynist cult who works in France's
finance.
Finance is such a power move. There's something in there to make everyone mad. You know,
that's what I'm saying. I don't think that this is a parody, dude.
I don't think this is a parody.
These people do exist.
Yeah.
These people do exist, dude. And they exist on Twitter. That's why I'm saying it. You would have a fucking ball on Twitter.
You're welcome, Gentiles.
Yeah, over the
synagogue is. Yeah, okay. I shared about this one. It was funny. But yeah. You're welcome, Gentiles. That is so. Are you sure? Are you fucking sure that this is?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because I can feel it rising, and I think that's the point.
The problem is the thing is parody accounts. I'm gonna show you what I saw way down here.
To suss, dude. They're so hard to suss.
Yeah.
This is really good.
Yeah. Go literally arguing with a lefty over these two characters. Fucking hell! It's too much. Avatar. Yeah, it's too much.
Right. It's like, but I mean, obviously, she's gonna take the side of you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
a parody would take the side of like these certain characters.
But like, if
she doesn't though, she's against them, calling them terrorists.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's why, but she would though.
We actually read some actual international law. I've never seen a Poe engage, read international law. They would have gone whole hog in supporting this.
Not engaging intellectually.
Yeah.
And also, like, note that someone of her proclivities might also not exactly, be on the side of people who are fighting for freedom, because there are people that are kind of like her that are fighting to genocide people that are not like her in a certain area.
So, in a certain area in the Levant. That's just a certain area.
Right.
Well, you know what? Does this woman have nothing better to do? Look at the paragraphs she's fucking written. Falling ass backwards into supporting it. Like, what the fuck are you? Why do these people? They're failed authors. Everyone on fucking Twitter is just jealous that they can't succeed in getting a book published. Like, they just write this bullshit to see themselves and experience typing all of their fucking work. Look at all these.
BDS is terrorism light, so she's definitely a fan of the state.
Man.
Yeah. I don't think this is a Poe. I think this is real.
Right.
I think she's just a Jew. I think that's literally just
a non-practicing one at that.
Oh,
Pre-
you
yeah.
mean one of those
Yeah.
fucking atheist Jews I keep hearing about?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You don't say. A
Yeah.
Talmudic
Well, okay.
war.
Yeah, well,
Fucking
yeah.
say.
I mean, if she was practicing, I don't think she'd be a lesbian.
What
That-
is a Sabbatean
True.
Frankist anyway? What is Sabbatean Frankism?
Oh my god, these fucking niche ass. I don't know what that
Yeah.
is.
Oh, you
Niche ass
don't?
fucking
Well,
things. Well,
interesting.
Let's
Yeah.
move on.
there's so many
So,
fucking niche little things.
Okay, there's a serious answer, then there's the meme answer to this one. Let's all agree on the serious answer here. Which of these 6 has to go?
The NFA.
Obviously, the NFA. Yeah.
NFA. But what is the meme answer? Yeah, assuming the NFA wasn't an option on this.
Nachos.
Right. Looking just at the food, I'm going with nachos, dude.
I gotta go
Nachos,
cheese
yeah.
fries.
Cheese
Fucking
fries
nasty.
are equally messy to nachos, but you can eat them with
No.
a fork.
Right. So
Yeah.
there's that, and then also nachos traditionally come with a bunch of other shit on top of them that are just not necessary. No. Chips are for dipping, not for smothering. It's bullshit. Fries are for smothering. Nachos, as in chips, are not. Nachos are bullshit. Nachos are an
But-
abomination.
He doesn't
But
like
at least,
fucking
we at
jalap-
least agree on grilled cheese is awesome and should exist.
Wow,
Fuck
dude,
yeah.
that
Mac and
got
cheese is
you
awesome,
fired
should
up,
exist.
bro. The fucking nachos thing.
Yeah. The reason why is my brother and dad
You-
like nachos, and I got to defend their liking of nachos.
No, he just doesn't like jalapenos. So
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't like jalapenos,
And-
but that's not the only reason.
and-
I didn't mention jalapenos
Yeah.
the entire time.
you
I
mentioned
keep
it
it
being
good.
piled on top of with shit that you don't
Yeah.
like.
Right, but you could do that with nacho fries as well. Or, I'm sorry, the cheese fries as well. You can put nacho or jalapenos or whatever the fuck else you want, chili on top of cheese fries. My point is that chips are for dipping, not for smothering. That is my argument, and I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, I can tell you're pretty polemic. I mean, you're fired
But
up.
yeah,
Your
again, we all
rhetoric
agree
is
on
like-
the 3 important ones
Yeah.
here, though. Grilled cheese, awesome, needs to
Yeah.
continue to exist. Mac and cheese, fairly
Of
good,
course,
always a
Staple.
good staple food comfort.
staple.
Though
Yeah.
I'm not a personal fan of mozzarella sticks. I know my mom is,
Oh,
and I
bro,
want to keep her happy.
I will
I'm
fuck
down.
up.
Yeah.
I will fuck up some mozzarella sticks.
Yeah.
Yo, bruh, for real? Yeah, that's the shit.
Oh, fucking hell, Quest. Jesus.
Chips aren't for smothering. Babies and olds are for smothering. Then
Jesus
What?
fucking Christ.
Wow, what a leap of logic you got there, sir.
What? That's one hell of a non sequitur. What does that have to do with the price of cheese?
Right, what's that to do with the price of cheese in France? Maybe what the fuck? Switzerland or whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
wherever you make cheese, who knows? Lots of places you make cheese. But yeah, what
Yeah.
the fuck? Why would babies
scoot-
and olds be for smothering?
Nachos were invented by brown people.
Were
That
they?
is a
Oh, so
fact.
I mean, there you go. So once again, John is right, and you should go fuck yourselves.
Now,
Lobster
moving along.
mac and cheese, bro.
Lobster mac and cheese. Wait, why would you mix those two?
Guys, let's move on. We're burning time here.
All right.
All we're doing. That's all we ever do is burn time.
In his
That's why we're here.
defense, he's married to Nancy. This guy needs to drink.
I mean,
I mean,
would
yeah,
too,
fair
if I
enough,
was
too.
looking like that, married to that shit. I mean, what could be so bad though? That bitch is making money hand over fist, making more
Right.
than her fucking.
And what does he
salary.
do? And what does he do?
He's in
Does he-
investments.
I like how
And-
vaccine is
He's chill.
trending and cult is trending. Yeah, imagine her husband being in fucking investments when she
Yeah.
regulates the fucking.
Oh yeah.
industry
There have been
investment.
several comparisons. There's been noticing that's happened that he suddenly is
Also-
investing in massive defense contractors before budgetary
Yeah.
agreements are made
Oh,
or
well,
other
yeah.
companies.
Oh, you mean insider trading might be a thing in Congress? And
Oh, yeah.
fucking, oh no. How weird is that? No one would
You
ever
must
see
be
that.
some
coming.
kind of conspiracy theorist.
Also,
Yep.
I do notice that national divorce is trending, which is interesting.
Yeah.
So vaccine, cult, national divorce.
I like
Phoebe
the
Phoebe Bridges. Yeah, I like national divorce.
Freeland. I don't know what the fuck that
Vaccine.
is.
National divorce is 2 now. It's number 2 instead of 1. Now it's
Nice.
3.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's do it. Let's get it to number 1.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah,
yes.
and then the economic important parts of the U.S. will, basically will look to Texas or
see what
Florida
I'm
for their leadership.
That's
and,
right.
and some sort of agreement will be made between the two because one cannot survive without the other.
Oh, dude. Speaking of,
Yeah.
the Florida LP convention, they voted for the Florida Libertarian Party, or the Libertarian Party of Florida, to officially add secession to their platform for Florida.
Ah,
So they
that's
officially
awesome.
endorsed secession of Florida from the United States.
Yeah.
That's so edgy.
That's pretty fucking awesome,
Yeah,
dude. That's
so-
pretty
That's
based.
so edgy.
Yeah. Scooting along.
Edgy and cool.
That's kind of dangerously based.
I like it, dude. I'm a fan. I'm there for it.
I quite enjoyed this one. I didn't escape communism for this motherfucker to become a Dem socialist. Should have left her in Nam.
The fuck. See, I think that was added later because,
Yeah.
like, what old dude is putting that caption? This MF to become a
Probably.
Dem
Yeah, why
socialist.
not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have left her a nom TF as in the fuck. Like that's
Yeah.
such fucking Zoomer shit.
Oh
There's
yeah.
no way this fucking dude put that caption up. He just took a picture and is disappointed his daughter's cooking or some shit, and
Yeah.
then someone else added that later.
She know how cook rice. Worthless as wife.
Yeah.
Can give her way.
Yep.
Oh my god, that's
I
funny.
love racist caricatures.
Well,
that's
scooting
funny, though.
along before we get
And
yelled
no one's
at.
hurt. How great is that? Right? It's
Uh,
funny and no one's hurt. Whoa!
But Susan's got to notice, and we've got to go before she
no,
notices.
she's gonna notice.
Speaking of noticing,
Whoops! I think I'd have stepped into a landmine.
I think he does a great transition there. There, Mijjt. You might even be a contender for a cheerleader for the North Carolina Panthers or the Carolina Panthers at some point. Like,
He'd probably look better in the
great
suit.
transition. That's true.
I'd look better in it. You're right about that.
So while you're doing this, I'll BRB.
No problem.
Well, I guess if you have to again. Yeah, so this guy's been looking into it, and he can confirm that there are some pretty high-level politicians and influencers involved. One of the targets in the investigation was a therapist previously charged with a series of sex crimes against young female family members.
Ugh.
The Utah County Attorney General's office dropped charges and the man was not convicted. Police reports indicate they had a taped confession. Survivor Brett Bluth said he met the therapist through a referral. UCSO says ritualistic sex abuse usually means something that has religious overtones or an organized nature of it. UCSO anticipates criminal charges, declines to name any of the suspects or number of suspects as being as careful as we can, not answering whether any of the suspects are high profile in Utah. Says the timing of information released is not related to Utah politics. Update. Utah County Attorney General David Leavitt. Google that name, by the way. David Leavitt just held a press conference announcing he has not engaged in ritualistic sexual abuse or cannibalism. Leavitt is calling the Utah County Sheriff to resign. UCSO has not publicly named Leavitt as a suspect in any way. That this all occurs less than 1 week before ballots drop in an election to which I am participating causes me tremendous concern. The UCSO specifically addressed that concern during yesterday's interview, but not in reference to Leavitt or anyone in particular. Yes, indeed. So, Leavitt said he believes the sheriff's ritualistic child abuse investigations are aimed at him and that it's a political conspiracy. Then he mentioned me by name. Well, yes, indeed.
Sounds like the LDS is using their way to bury something again. Not the first time.
Not the first time, is it?
No.
and our audience should look into David Levitt because
Look.
he's quite active in the political sphere.
Look, individual Mormons, very polite, very nice people. Some can be a bit creepy, but
Yeah,
other
but
than
the
that,
church is into some.
yeah, the church itself it's got issues.
Individual Mormons are kind of cool as fuck. A lot of them are based too, like
Yeah.
super based.
Oh yeah, and they look
but-
out for one another. It's a community of, you know.
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah.
unfortunately, their church
maybe
has
so-
got some corruption somewhere in there.
Oh, and some sick shit
Yeah,
involved.
so-
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, moving along to the next one. I think, Mitch, you're going to like this one.
We need to fight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come back
this
up.
MS.
Need to
All right.
focus on the real fight against great replacement theory. Oh my god, dude. Okay, this is actually gonna piss me off fucking quite a bit.
Yeah.
This is what it's for, dude. So pull it up in the chat so you can actually read it. It's common in left of center circles to refer to the white supremacist great replacement theory, the nonsensical and racist claim that white Americans are deliberately being replaced by non-white immigrants, as a conspiracy theory.
Okay, pause, please.
Yes.
There's a video out there which I forget who it was that put this out. It sucks that I can't give them credit, but it was like this talking about it's a conspiracy theory, the Great Replacement, and then it was all these different lines of all these not mainstream, corporate media, legacy media, talking about how whites are going to be a minority in the country and how it's a good thing because they're going to the minorities that are coming in are going to be voting Democrat. And so that, oh no, I remember it was a compilation video of Tucker Carlson talking about
it
quote
was
unquote
on
the replacement
Tucker,
theory, and then it was other corporate media talking about how they're replacing white people with mostly Mexican, but other minorities as well, and how that's a good thing because it's going to be better for our democracy. It's be better. So it's all these people, say MSNBC being one of them, talking about how we're replacing white people, but at the same time, the Great Replacement theory is just a conspiracy theory, and you're a fucking nut job. This fucking doublethink gaslighting bullshit is exactly that's what triggers me.
It's also why they're losing horribly right now. They can't stay on message anymore. They've gone to such crazy, weird areas they can't defend. They burned down the Mott and the Bailey. They burned them both down.
Yeah, they set themselves on fire while they're huddling in the. Yeah. And it's fucking horrible, and also the Mexicans don't generally agree with Democrats.
Not anymore. They used to because you're basically bribing them effectively with welfare, but then you started talking about weird shit that they're like, no, keep this away from our kids.
Well, Mexicans are overwhelmingly Catholic and also overwhelmingly family-oriented, which would lean more towards the Republicans if they get to hear what Republicans say.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you want to move on to better parts
I'm sorry.
of the article?
It
seems that efforts by great replacement theory backing pundits and politicos like Fox News's Tucker Carlson.
Right.
All right. Right. We're gonna name check.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Also, the recent change in our national demographic makeup is not a natural change, but has been motivated by progressives and liberal leaders actively trying to leverage political power. By that is literally the most milquetoast version of that theory. There are much darker versions of that theory out there.
Right. This is what Tucker Carlson pushes.
Yeah.
The Democrats are opening the border to allow as many illegal immigrants so that they can vote, so they'll vote the Democrat. That is Tucker Carlson's point of view. At least what he expresses on his show. And so that is the most, you're right, the most milquetoast fucking point of view of the
most extreme ones enter into the white genocide. They want to remove white people from existence because white people are a threat to their world order.
Imagine. What a crazy idea.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Isn't that not happening all over the place in the world, in Europe especially? That's not happening at the moment.
You must be nuts to even suggest such a thing.
Oy vey, you must be.
Oy vey, we better move
committed.
Oy vey, we
well,
better
hang
move
on.
on.
No, don't move on,
Let's
dude.
not move
Holy
on.
fuck, we haven't even gotten to the best part.
Okay.
Right.
Speed it up then.
To be clear, great replacement thinking does, of course, involve advancing falsehoods. In its classic form, it posits the anti-Semitic trope that porous borders are engineered by shadowy Jewish financiers. And the claim that immigration friendliness on the left is driven purely by a quest for political advantage is, of course, false. Right? But if progressives focus on calling it a conspiracy theory, there's a risk of dodging or implicitly conceding the most dangerous ideas that fuel the conspiracy thinking. Right. If you call it a conspiracy and dodge the and implicitly concede that it's happening, as CWal points out, you will fucking lose.
Yeah.
So this guy is sounding the alarms and saying, hey, we actually need to view whiteness, they view whiteness as something corroded by diversity and racial integration. And thus, anti-racism must be at the forefront of the fight against these ideas. The core issues isn't the lack of evidence regarding a conspiracy theory. Lord knows there's tons of it. We print it ourselves. It's the very premise of this theory depends on racist worldview. If you don't want to be replaced in your own country by these foreigners who vote for us, you're some kind of racist anti-Semitic.
I have an idea. If you guys are not happy around white people, isn't there a nation of your people where you can go and vote the way you want?
Genocide whoever you want. And exclude and create a caste system based on, your false claim to Israel from your mothers being Italians.
Oh, damn, dude. That's a deep cut right there. God damn.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Fair enough.
shall we
You know what?
move on?
Wes Fanning says, you know what's a great replacement? Lobster for Canadian ham on eggs Benedict.
Hey.
Wes Fanning just flashing his cash in our face. That's
Fucking
pretty
New
fucked up.
Englanders.
I'll
Fuck
bet
goddamn
that's true.
fucking New Englanders.
Fucking elitist, coastal elitist fucking prick. I'm sorry, I love you,
No,
Quest.
dude. I mean, is he in Maine? Does he live in Maine?
No,
Like,
he
that
lives in
sounds
New
like-
York.
He is in New York. It's close enough, dude.
Yeah.
It's close enough.
And goddamn it, Quest, when are you evacuating already? Get out!
Yeah.
He should evacuate to Maine.
He should evacuate to Tennessee and meet us there.
No, move
So
to
he shouldn't
Texas,
do it.
man. We're the growing state.
No, fuck Texas. No.
Dude, Maine is still 99%. I mean, Texas can't boast that.
That's definitely true. I can give you that.
Neither can
So,
Florida.
I mean, he's not that far from it either, and he could enjoy all the lobster he wants.
Yeah, but Tennessee is where I'm going to be, and then hopefully Mijjt will be as well. And Steven's there, and then I don't live in a coastal state, Ed. All right,
We don't have lobsters like that either.
we don't have lobsters at all.
Yeah, you
We
do
don't
live in a
like
coastal
this.
state. Guys, half your state's
No.
surrounded by the Atlantic.
No, I refuse.
Most
to
of your
believe
state is coast.
that.
The other
I
half,
refuse
the
to
other
believe that.
half is the Gulf, man.
I refuse to believe that. No,
Yeah.
we're not a coastal state. Okay, like we're coastal geographically. I'm talking about like culturally. We are not a coastal state.
Yeah.
I see.
Yes,
well,
you should narrow it down to states starting with T, then E, then X.
Ain't nobody moving. Ain't nobody cool moving to Texas, dude. Everyone cool is moving to Tennessee.
yeah,
Mostly being me. Mostly being me. Yeah.
Well, I
Way better
bet
than
Quest
Texas
is
than Florida.
I bet Quest is 100% right when he says that lobster replacing Canadian bacon on eggs Benedict is divine.
Yeah,
I bet that tastes good as fuck.
I mean, I'm actually a terrible Southerner because I don't like seafood, so I would not like lobster. However, you are correct, Quest Fanning. Eating gator is fucking delicious. Gator jerky, bruh. Don't even get me started.
Yeah. So, well, guys, I'm going to kind of reel us back. We got to move along.
Suppose. We were ready to move on from that one anyway.
Yeah, we were talking
The
about beer, eating,
Guardian.
and
Yep.
lobsters and stuff.
Only cultural change will free America from its gun problem.
Yeah,
You're
implying
Right.
so hard.
And this is also the Guardian is a UK
Yeah.
rag, so it's like
Don't you guys have an issue with trucks of peace, bombings, and acid attacks?
no,
Only
fuck that.
cultural,
First of
only
all,
cultural change.
yeah, fuck. First of all right, like, because I mean they have a history of taking each other over and being extraordinarily authoritarian, destroying the idea of human rights. Like Europe is the most like destructive for human rights or the individual in history. Other than maybe some parts of Asia,
Are you mad at
Europe
white
is
folks
the
for
worst that comes about that.
historical?
Yeah.
Are you mad at white folks for
No,
historical
not mad at white folks. I'm mad at Europeans
grievances?
and the European governments for doing so. I'm not mad at white people because white people is a fucking dumbass thing to say.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist. It's fucking dumb. No, it's not white. White people is an Americentric thing because white people did not exist until America existed. Like, no, that's not a thing.
Well, even then, it didn't really exist until like the 30s, the
Right,
1930s.
Yeah.
You're Irish. You should know this.
White people, yeah, exactly, because Irish weren't white until the fucking 1930s, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, they went from being like criminals and layabouts to being cops, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah. And
Like, those are
firefighters.
the stereotypes, right? They're drunken layabouts and they're lazy. They don't do anything, and then all of a sudden, oh, you can't trust an Irishman because he's a cop. It's like, all right, well,
Also
what's he gonna do?
firemen, construction guys.
Right. No, they were shoddy construction guys. They were cheap labor, right?
Yeah.
You hired Irishmen because you didn't have the money to hire an American, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yep. And then also, I love how they're playing. Oh, yeah. Or preserve the political influence of the NRA. Okay, first off, there are not many people defending the NRA left. NRA's done so much
I am
stupid
one of
shit.
them.
No,
Even though
dude, you
they're
guys don't.
communists,
You guys don't understand. This one hits. This one plays
Just
all
talk
the
about this,
greatest.
yeah.
This one plays all the greatest hits. Men own guns at twice the rate of women. It makes you more of a man. Almost anywhere else in the Western world, man seeking to demonstrate his masculinity this way would be treated as absurd and a tragic poser. Right? No doubt many gun owners tell themselves they are better equipped to protect the innocent, but they are wrong. Rather, gun culture reveals the centrality of violence to American conceptions of manhood. Right? So if the problem is cultural, the solution is no easy one. Even Uvalde can't shake us out of giving up our rights.
Well, Uvalde just proves that we need guns more than ever because the cops are fucking retarded.
Yeah,
Right.
and the Supreme Court is expected to loosen, not tighten.
The story of the one woman who
Yeah.
not only escaped police custody, but also ran in and saved her own children.
Yeah.
And what do you think she could do if she had a gun and wasn't restrained by the state?
That dude would have been filled full of holes, and she would have been Mama of the Week.
Are you fucking kidding me? Right.
She'd be called the
Like,
Mama
what?
Bear. She'd get the nickname the Mama Bear.
Fuck yeah. She would be lauded as a hero.
Yeah.
Now, if
America's
you're not
mom.
watching
Shit
right-wing
like
media,
that.
You're not going to hear about her.
Yeah.
You don't get to hear about her unless you're watching right-wing media.
Yeah.
It's fucking retarded.
Yeah.
But it's the Guardian. They're a UK rag.
Look.
They're not interested in facts. They're interested in making
As
everybody
I've
fucking
explained
hero.
before, my plan to fix the problem. One, do let the local sheriffs, and that's the only law enforcement that exists in America. Because if that's the only one that exists, people actually have to give a shit about who's in the job. There's no fallback. There's no FBI. There's no state. There's technically state police, but they're very limited in scope. So basically, you actually have to give a shit about your local community. The next one is if the local sheriff is limited in the number of deputies, well, then they're going to have to ask the community to help out through what? Local militia. Imagine an alternate timeline where the local militia was called up and people were getting guns out of their cars and surrounding that building. And then, 20 brave volunteers of deputies and militia deputized and said, okay, go in and save the kids. Yes, a couple would have been lost.
Who are also most likely parents of the kids at that school who give a fuck about
and
what
exactly.
inside that
Unfortunately,
school.
just due to the timing and how this guy operated, a couple of kids probably wouldn't have made it. Just because this guy started shooting the second he was in that door. But you do need to give a minute just to come up with a basic tactical plan so you don't hurt each other.
So, get this, you guys.
Yeah.
Andrew Gawthorpe is a historian of the United States and host of the podcast America Explained. So if you go to america-explained.com, you'll see an international perspective on American politics, foreign policy, and culture.
Oh, so I'm so interested in Europeans' opinions of fucking American culture.
Yeah.
I'm so interested in that. Get fucked.
Get fucked,
He's
boo.
British by birth, Dutch by residence, and American in waiting by marriage. So he's
fuck off, internationalist. Get the fuck out, you internationalist.
Ponce. So he's a useless cosmopolitan ponce.
Pick a country and stay there.
No, you know what?
Pick a country that's not this one. Stay there and shut the fuck up. We don't want your opinion. Your fucking Euro trash opinion. No, thank you. Get the fuck out. Yeah, no one gives a fuck.
He's been a research fellow at Harvard's Kennedy School. Kill yourself.
Yeah, let's move on.
KYS, bro.
Yeah. So, a harrowing American moment, repackaged for prime time. We'll keep this brief, but it's fucking, goddammit, Jan 6 stupidity.
All right, so I want to read the self-aware language, but because honestly, it's still full of bullshit.
Yeah.
All right, so promised new, and this is the AP writing this, okay? Promised new footage, new testimony, new and damning revelations designed to eliminate all doubt. Hired to package it all for the airwaves, a former network news president. The time slot, 8 p.m. on the East Coast, a plum spot for the most significant television programming in the land. It was, in essence, a summer rerun. It tried mightily to break new narrative ground in a nation of short attention spans and endless distractions. But did it? Can it? Even with gripping, violent video and the integrity of American democracy potentially at stake. Can a shiny, weeks-long production that prosecutes with yesterday's news that has been watched, processed, and argued over ad nauseum, punch through the static and make a difference today?
No, it won't.
All of that shit, right? Like, all of that
No
shit.
one's watching it.
And he's even making fun of it, too. He's even making fun of it. Like, can they possibly, with all of the same old shit that they've been trotting out for... Right? He's admitting they have nothing. This is all a dog and pony show.
They know Democrats are going to lose fucking hardcore. And not only that, they're going to lose hardcore to the Trumpian Republicans. Because that's who's been winning the elections.
Well, check out what said Rebecca Adelman, professor and chair of media and communications at the University of Baltimore. Wow, you say this Rebecca Adelman is involved in media and communications at a university?
Midget, stop noticing. Midget, stop noticing.
You say she's some kind of expert?
So what is she saying? What is she kvetching about, if we might ask?
Midget, put the calipers down.
This is a population that by all evidence is fatigued by a lot of things. I'm not sure how much more sustained attention anyone has left at this point.
Exactly. They're burned out. Democrats, your best move is to actually surrender. Let the right run for a while.
You guys, the way they write their own articles, it's just, I love it.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
You're not convincing anyone at this point. Everyone has already chosen a side.
And they're aware of this.
And the thing is, the majority is not choosing your side because they see the price at the pump. You've burned them out, and they can only see what's right in front of them, and that's high gas prices. Expensive groceries.
And then they were like, okay, Jan 6 was an insurrection. Let's say that they think that.
Yeah.
Well, guess what's happening now? Fucking over a year later. Fucking what? Yeah, over a year later.
Some are
2 years later.
Some are
Sorry.
thinking, God
2
damn it,
years
I wish
later.
those insurrectionists won. Some are probably thinking that right now at the pump.
A year later, I should say. Yeah. A year and a half.
18 months. 18 months.
Yeah, whatever. No one's worried about that anymore. They're worried about what's in front of their fucking face, like you were saying, CWal.
Yeah.
Like they're worried about fucking the gas pump. They're worried about the price of rice in China, right? They're worried about, what's going on in front of their faces and the fact that they can't feed their kids anymore. They're not worried about my God, Trump actually there's a few leftists who still live with their parents who give a fuck about that, but nobody else fucking does.
Well, the other big thing the Democrats need to worry about is the food shortages are set to hit in August because the harvest is going to be bad.
Yeah.
And if people are hungry when going to the polls, that's endgame. They will vote in. They will vote in the Republican that will say, "I will jail every Democrat." They will vote him in.
You guys saw me at the beginning of this show. If I'm hungry, by the time the election comes around, I might fucking vote.
Yeah. You're saying, God damn it, fix this already.
Yeah. I gotta get some food in me, bro. I can't, look at me. I gotta maintain my figure, man.
Your voluptuous figure.
That's right. Yeah. I can't fucking. What am I gonna lose a bunch of weight? Come on, no. This is America, sir.
Yep. Well, we're not about to go on that Maduro diet.
Right. I'm not trying to go on the Maduro diet, dude.
Well, moving along to the next one.
Santa over here.
I just want to focus on the headline. Dozens gather despite rained out. March for Our Lives rally.
In St. Augustine, which is where we just were.
Yeah.
I was there that day, 3 hours before. Oh no, sorry, 5 hours before they went. They went on. It was right outside of Castillo de San Marcos, which is in St. Augustine, the fort there, Star Fort. By the way,
they were at the lawn of the Castillos de San Marcos.
De San Marcos, yeah. Which, by the way, I bought a magnet from their souvenir shop. I couldn't resist. I resisted a lot of other things I could have bought, like a map of the times, like a map of what it looked like at the time that it was built and all that kind of shit.
Dude, why would you not get that? That is the cool.
Because it was like fucking $20, and I was like, "Fuck you, dude! I can get that."
Oh, dude, maps are dope. Dude.
Online.
$20 ain't shit. Like maps are awesome.
Hey, guys, I'm kind of looking at the.
I can get that for free online. Hang on, I can get that for free online. And I even got a book that was about piracy in that time. That was like $23, I think, in the store, and my fiance bought it for me for $8.95 on Amazon. So I'm just saying, don't go through the fucking souvenir shop.
Did I give you that one book about pirates?
You did. It's on my bookshelf, and I've read it. Yeah, and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet, wasn't it?
Dude, pirates are cool as fuck, but it would suck to be one, and I would not want to be one.
Yeah, for real. No shit.
She even asked me, like, "Oh, do you think you would be a pirate at that time?" And I was like, "No."
Oh, fuck that.
No.
I'd rather be, I'd rather be.
I agree with all the. I agree with the freedom part of it, and the fact that we're not, accountable to any nation or whatever.
Yeah, we're not beholden to anyone.
Right, but also fuck that nonsense.
Yeah, you're a villain on the high seas.
Ship would suck dick. Being on a pirate ship is even worse.
Oh yeah, because they packed them in like sardines.
Oh no! You're already packed in like sardines in like a military ship, right? You're shoulder to shoulder in hammocks. You can't move around.
No, they do it even heavier on pirate ships because they're expecting losses.
Right. Well, because they pack in as many people as they can get so they can board. And win against bigger ships. So they have so many people aboard that disease obviously is rampant. Like food stores get low afterwards. It's fucking insane. Don't do it. Don't be a pirate, you guys.
You're an enemy to everyone, a villain on the high seas, which is basically a desert. Which is
Right, and
basically
there's
a
only a
desert.
few places that you can actually safely dock without
and
being
and it
paying
takes a
higher
while
price.
to fucking get there.
Yeah, there were
and
only
you
a
can't
handful of
stay
free
there very
ports, and they
long.
only existed for a short time before the
Yeah.
colonial interest came in and kicked and basically installed governors that ended that
Well,
really quick.
that's why Nassau was such a great port for a long time, because they were for it was for 11 years, but they were essentially a pirate-run port. It's one of the examples of like an anarchist society working.
They
It's
kind of
not
had
a
to
very
steal
good
from everyone
example
else
because
to
it was
do
only
it,
for
though.
11
But
years.
hey,
But do what?
they kind of had to steal from everyone else to pull it off. But hey,
Well, yeah. So that's why it's not like you can't talk about property rights and talk about the pirate kingdom or whatever. But no, they ran as their own kind of autonomous group, right? Where they're just kind of like, hey, you come aboard, you come here, you're safe here. We'll repair your shit for a price. We'll restock you for a price. You can hang out in our taverns, and we got brothels and whatever. And you can do whatever you want as long as you don't fuck with other people. Like the general atmosphere was anarchistic. Now, of course, there were a bunch of different issues with it. That's why it's not a great example, but it's a fun one though. It's a fun one.
Functioned.
It functioned.
Who run Bartertown?
Yeah.
Who run Bartertown?
okay,
That's
well,
how it works, dude. It's all good. I mean, it functions. It works.
It did
Yeah.
function for a while until the what was it? I believe it was the French. No, it might have been the
Those
British.
damned organized statists came along and fucking
and
stomped on
one
the anarchist
and
utopia.
one exceptionally easily. Funny that.
Well, no, it wasn't exceptionally easily. It took a few years for them to kind of root it all out.
How long did it
Not
take
only
them to
that,
take the
but,
city?
It just went underground.
right, exactly. So it's not like it stopped; it just went somewhere else.
Mhm.
That's all that happened. And not only that, but like the governor of the island, right,
Was he
was a
on it?
part of it. Like he's getting a take
He
of
was on the
everything
tape.
that was coming
Yeah, he
in.
was on the
He was
tape.
getting his, and until he got replaced, and then that's when it kind of stopped.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was,
Game is up.
yeah, there's a lot of things that went into it, and that's why most anarchists don't really draw attention to that.
Because it's one
But
of
it
your
did happen,
less
and it was
stellar moments in history.
well, yeah. I mean, it's like anything else, right?
It's not the best
Anarchy exists
example, but
until it doesn't,
it's an
just like
example.
anything else, right? Just like
Yeah.
you exist until you don't,
Yeah,
right?
until you
Everything
don't.
exists
Right,
until it doesn't,
exactly. Until it doesn't. Right.
right?
No, that's fair. I mean, obviously, it's fair.
But
Absolutely.
anyway,
Empires rise and
Yeah.
fall.
I guess
So
we'll.
I wanted to read a quote here.
yeah, let's do that.
We'll keep it quick with that quote. Just 'cause we're kind of pushing on time, and I gotta get to
fine.
bed.
I
I'm
know.
tired.
I'm sad, angry. We want our government to step in and make some gun safety laws.
Safety. Yep.
Oh.
Lisa Katz.
Lisa Katz, right? President of New Guardians of Democracy. We are here to send messages to our state senators. Please do something.
Hires armed security and requires all teachers to have
Right.
to be armed at all times, or they must
Oh,
lose
yeah,
their
you're
job.
talking about
No,
politicians
don't
doing
do that.
something.
Yeah.
You were talking about politicians doing something like hiring their own armed guards and ignoring the pleas of those beneath them.
Right. Because your safety is not important.
So,
Their safety is important. Right.
gun safety too.
And yes, Quest. I did see those tweets that he saw some cool ships at the Seaport Museum. I did see those, and those are
Yeah,
fuck.
well,
You should also check out the USS Constitution. I believe that is in Boston, which is, I mean, closer to you than other ships might be. But that's one of my dreams is going to see the USS Constitution. Just to do that. All right, CWal, go ahead.
I'm skipping over the next two stories just to get straight to the videos.
Oh my god. Sorry.
Quincy, it's Friday. You know what that means? We're going to the strip club. Woohoo! Yeah, that's right, buddy.
That
On
dog
this
is
carry,
stoked.
we're going to the vet.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no! Oh no!
No. No. That's fucked up. That's fucked up on this dude's part. He fucked that but poor dog. He wanted to go to the strip club. Now we're going to the
He would have
vet.
gotten all the bitches.
Right, could you imagine that disappointment
Yeah.
of like,
real.
oh my god, like I'm finna go to the strip club. Oh no, you're actually getting your balls cut off. Like
Yeah.
the exact opposite of what you're trying to do.
The exact opposite. And you're strapped in, buddy. You're on the way.
Right.
You ain't
He's
driving
little.
this
He's
bitch.
little. He ain't doing shit. He ain't
You
getting
can't
away.
even drive. You know the windows and stuff. You don't even know how those work. And with the air conditioning on, like you got nothing to complain about. Like you just went potty. Like you're in there.
Right.
Yep.
You're ready to go for a car ride, go to the strip club. Oh wait, no. Balls cut off.
Yeah.
Done.
All done. You wake up tomorrow and it's over.
Wearing the
And
cone.
Yep. And you're like, what happened?
Dog did want some pussy. You're right.
Yeah.
Quest.
So. This is another good one.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Fuck you, seagulls. Fuck you.
Fuck you, bitch. How great is that?
That's a big motherfucker right there. That's a big bastard.
Completely perplexed.
What is this invisible force field?
Right, what is this? That's fucking hilarious.
Oh, this one. This one has been making the
God.
rounds.
Oh god, I didn't think this was gonna be a thing. All right.
I've only gone through a small chunk of this, so this is gonna be a ride.
Yeah, no, just skip it through it.
No.
Skip through
No.
it.
Let's
Skip
do
through
it. Let's do it. Let's
No.
do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Not the
Let's
whole
do it.
fucking thing, dude. It's 2.5 minutes.
Tell you that, but
We're
since you
not
seem
doing the
to
whole
forget
thing.
that, and you're all loud and proud with your big thoughts and your big ideas, and you wanna
I don't want to talk about your
whatever
fucking
fucking set up hot tubs in Ottawa. I'm a recruiter.
watch.
It's a
I'll tell you what it's
small industry, smaller than you'd think. Same with HR. So, if you're looking for a
Fun
job,
fact, she's been fired
or
because of this.
maybe trying to keep a job,
You know what, though?
just maybe
This particular
Hang on.
HR
you're putting
alien
social
has
media.
been fired.
Yes.
Again, freedom
Yeah.
fighter.
But they're
I
all
know
like
you're not
the
really
entire
big
structure.
Ah,
fans
you
and,
guys.
you know, facts aren't your
The
thing.
point
You know,
of this.
but
Can
what
we
I can
take
tell
this
you-
out now?
It's
point
so
of this-
cringe.
Right, it's not that it's cringe, because of course it is. The point is the condescension in her voice. That is entirely the entire point of why this would be brought up
Mhm.
on our show. Is the condescension, right? She's like, it's like that one chick who was like, all right, everybody listen up, catch a bubble in your mouth. That way you stop talking and listen up to what I'm saying, right? It's like that chick, but it's like this girl's like, oh, well, guess what? Maybe you shouldn't say something
Yeah.
that your HR might not find, as acceptable, right? It's this fucking
Condescension.
smug
Yeah, no,
condescension that the left is just, it's very pervasive in the left, and it is the most unwarranted condescension that I've ever
Oh, yeah.
experienced in my life.
They don't realize it is causing them far more damage, and it's damage they cannot recover from.
Yeah, because they're right. Because in their mind, they're right.
Yeah.
So
Right.
they have
and
every
so
right.
they
to
affect
condescend.
they affect that condescension because now you were really onto something, dude. You're absolutely
know.
correct. Like, but what you were saying was this is the confidence, the sheer confidence in their position in themselves, so as to look down on lowly. This is systemic in the HR structure. This person talks like this to other people in her field. It's occupied chiefly by women like
Yes.
her.
Mhm.
And these are the gatekeepers to every corporation. People with this sick attitude who think that making funny faces is reason, passes for reason. It's really just condescension and unwarranted as well. Like you said, they
What
have
was
a
it?
grandiose.
I read from like a guy talking from a mid-sized business that was a recruiter or hirer. If he sees pronouns on a resume, he immediately chucks it. He refuses to even interview those people
Yeah,
because
fair
they
enough.
know by default they're going to be a problem in the company. Period.
Well,
And
they're joining a company so as to cause problems.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Their goal.
and then these HR people, they exist in the big companies. There's a reason why the big companies are having hiring problems right now. Because these people, they are pulling in more of themselves, and they don't do work, and thus the companies are slowly failing.
Yeah, and people like these are why Twitter is overbloated and running on legacy code.
Yeah.
People like these are why Google hasn't made a meaningful update to its fucking search software in over a decade. It's because people like these infiltrated all of these institutions and ran out productive workers and replaced them with their friends who came up through these institutions.
Yeah.
Taught by people like Lisa Edelman, all right, and shit like that.
And you're seeing how quickly...
And they all talk to each other like this. They all deal with
Yes.
each other like this.
Yeah.
This is how they
This is
fucking...
why they're all
It's
on pills.
Performative is what I was trying to say.
Let me-
Thank you. It's
Let me
performative.
mention real quick. Let me mention real quick that I do work for a global homo company, basically. And I went through recently an empathy training, and that was fucking super, first of all, boring as fuck.
Yeah. Death by
But
PowerPoint.
also, like, it showed, first of all, the person that was doing it was, like, clearly just going through the motions
Yeah.
of, like, the slideshow or whatever that they had to do, the
Just
PowerPoint
kind of
presentation.
mumbling through the words on the slides.
Right, like everyone is talking about other shit on the
Yeah.
meeting, right? And like we had to go through it. So like it's not even like everyone involved is like giving a fuck about this.
Right, okay.
Yeah, everyone
Well,
knows
that's
it's
good, I
bullshit,
guess.
which is their ultimate failure. They thought they
Right.
won,
Yeah,
but
there you
everyone
go.
doesn't internalize it. They go through the motions and move on.
Right, but it was also like
But
it
even
was very
that
much like
sucks.
the thing is like, okay, well you have no idea what this other person's going through, and yeah, that's true, right? So like just because like, a customer is yelling at you or some shit,
Yeah.
you know, don't take it personally. And I'm like, okay, I've been on the internet for fucking quite a long time. I understand that, right? I understand that someone else being angry is not a reflection on me
The
personally.
end of the world,
I understand. I understand that, right? But other people might not. Fair enough, right? But
Good
yeah,
lord, if they behave like this woman does, or grew up raised by women like these,
What
or
I'm saying
fucking
is-
talk to each other like this, then maybe they do.
Right.
God
That
damn.
could be the case. You're right. You're right. But also like the presentation was essentially like this. Like it did this. It was extremely smug and arrogant and wrong in most cases.
Yeah, like
Like, it was just-
actually wrong.
It was created by somebody like this, but it was a slideshow. So it was presented by somebody who did not create it. So it was
So
kind
it
of
didn't come with the tone. It didn't
Yeah.
come
Right.
with the tone, but
Yeah.
but the smugness was evident in the language and like the
Exactly.
construction of the fucking.
And again, as you said, no one was paying attention. They were only there
Nobody
because
knew.
which means that they
we
failed.
should just jump through this video and give us funny screenshots. Like there you go. There's a good one. Yeah. I'm telling you, these people. Look at Alamau here. Look at Alamau here. Like these people think that this is okay. Look at that. Oh my god, change the fish filter. Like
Oh my
change
god,
the filter on the fish tank.
Oh God!
Oh, change the filter on the fish tank. Like what the fuck, dude? These people normalize
I'm
this.
hitting this
It's
at random, and I
disgusting.
just. Okay, do you guys remember years ago there was that one guy who was like at a marathon or something, and and they took a picture of him, and he was on TV, and then people go, okay, we're going to find a funny face of him. We're just going to go through. They went through every frame. He looked fine through all of them. She's the opposite of that.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah, we're going through
Well,
every
look
frame
at this
here.
face. This face in particular. Hang on. Go back. Oh, this face too. Smugness.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
all exudes smugness. Every single
Well-
smug arrogance. Not even just smugness in general, but smug arrogance.
Doesn't smug arrogance usually happen before somebody falls? And falls hard?
Doesn't it usually
No, it
involve
doesn't have to.
crazy eyes, Sanpaku eyes?
Look
I
at
believe
this.
the
I mean,
English call it
that's
Sanpaku
insane.
eyes.
Insane.
Look, you
It looks,
can see
she's like,
over her iris.
maybe
you
you
can
shouldn't
see-
be a
Maybe
bigot,
you shouldn't,
be a piece of shit, and then maybe we'll hire you. You can't find a non-smug face in this entire video, I guarantee. Look at this. Every
Jesus
single
Christ.
fucking frame is a smug ass, condescending ass face.
Those
Fuck
fucking
this
eyes
video.
are dead, though. Her eyes
Fuck
are
this
so
bitch.
dead.
No, look at her. Look at this false concern she has for you. Maybe if you weren't a right wing bigot, you wouldn't be fired
Oh,
from
middle
your
finger.
job.
There's the middle finger.
Yep.
And she
It's
lost
good.
her job, and she's never getting a job in HR again.
Well,
Because
Well, you know,
because the people.
That doesn't. That's a drop in the bucket, dude.
Yeah, I know.
That's
But here's the thing. HR people know if you are too much like this, they do know there's an upper limit.
I hope
She
so.
crossed it.
But like that's the problem.
Yeah.
That also might be a problem.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
In
just
that,
like it's just
Yeah.
like a Jew
Well,
who blows the lid off the fucking the plan. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, they all write articles about it. We have to, you know, be more on the low about
Yeah.
our fucking policies.
Well, and
our
again, but
own
also,
personal
again,
decisions.
great. I know I'm equating this more to historical great empires. The Roman Empire was extremely smug before it fell.
I don't know
Sure.
about all that, dude. So,
It's almost every empire.
but
No, I mean that is
yes,
how that works. When you're
Yeah.
when you're the one in the power before you fall,
You
you're
get
gonna
this
be
smug.
extremely smug because you're
Yeah.
at the height of your power and then you fall.
Yeah.
You're never at like a low point and then you
Exactly.
fall.
And look at what's coming in the next several months. A historic wipeout.
Hang on. I know the midterms are coming up, but let's
Yeah.
relax. Let's not act like that's the fall of the Roman Empire.
yeah,
Well,
you
no, I'm
gotta-
not saying it's the fall of the Roman Empire. Like, I'm saying it's the fall of their little leftist empire.
Imagine voting.
People are
meeting.
pushing back. One of the stories yeah.
It'll be a blow.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it'll be a blow to it, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure if that's the fall of it.
Anyway, this
There's
woman
like
is
a
one in a
trillion.
million. There's a
Yeah.
billion more of her. We need to fucking excise this cancer. To just
Yes.
destroy HR departments. Dismantle.
Pride goes
them
before the
all.
fall. But moving on to the next one.
No,
Yes,
it
yes.
doesn't. She's such a problem. She's not the only problem. Firing her does nothing.
Okay,
Then
well,
there's
let's
Pikachu.
put that in this.
No, we didn't arrest him.
Ah,
But Pikachu, you see,
What a fucking boomer.
Pikachu.
is a
God damn.
co-conspirator,
Yeah.
not a willing co-conspirator. Because the next
Look
guy
at her.
that
She
I'm gonna
knows this, and
introduce
she's
you
trying to hold it in.
as he's grooming
Yeah.
this child, makes the statement. We want to
I love
cuddle
this
with
sheriff, but
Pikachu
god damn, this is
and have sex in the
this
back
one's
of the car.
hard.
Boomer
Did
as
you hear what I
shit.
said?
Yeah, but we still love him for it.
Well, I talked to Pikachu.
God.
He confessed. He turned state's evidence and said, "Dude, I had nothing to do with this pervert. He just bought me off."
So cringe.
She doesn't
Why
like
would
this.
you do this?
You know, if you play
Because he's
Pokemon
trying to
and
be
you're
hip
familiar
with the
that,
kids, I guess. I
it's
mean,
something like
Pikachu
gotta
was a
catch them all.
'90s thing. Well, I mean,
Well,
it still
our
is on
detectives
now,
feel
but
like
you know,
gotta
sheriff's
catch 'em
office
all.
and the police
gotta
department.
catch them all,
I don't
man.
know that we caught them all, but we caught a bunch of them, didn't we?
Got a
Yes,
fucking
we
bunch
did.
of them. Yes, we did. There's
Our
350
guy
of
who
them.
wants to cuddle with Pikachu and have sex
Oh,
with children,
oh,
Theodore E. Jones,
oh.
28 years of age.
Eddie Jones.
He's either
Jesus,
from
he's
Kissimmee or
28. I'm
Satellite
29. It looks
Beach.
better than
We
that.
found addresses for each. He's a chef at the Hangar in Disney Springs. That's
Oh.
where we found him.
Oof.
Our detectives were able to run him down, and he was there. And he had old Pikachu in the car.
Oh.
That's right.
Shit.
He wanted to told us what he thought was a 13-year-old child, a little girl, that he wanted to have sex with her for the first time. And that when they finished,
wood chipper, Mijjt, get the wood chipper started.
And
yeah,
he didn't come to the undercover location, so we went to him. We had to rescue Pikachu from that nasty environment.
Rescue
but more
Pikachu.
importantly, we had to we had to find children who he was seeking, and he was seeking them once again on social media.
Mijjt, can you start with that wood chipper?
He was using his computer. He was transmitting
thanks, bro.
nude photographs of himself. That's right. What he believed to be a 13-year-old child. He said very nasty things to this 13-year-old child to go along with the very ugly, vile, nude photograph that he sent.
Yeah. Maybe you hear what he said because you put the wood chipper sound on it.
He was just talking about the nasty things that he said and to the what he thought was
fair enough. Pikachu, yeah.
Pikachu done told
done turned state evidence.
That's right.
God damn it. Fucking I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's like, okay, yeah, pedophiles super bad, should be fucking wood chippered. At the same time, Pikachu turned state evidence. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how to feel. I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted here. I don't know why Pikachu didn't just thundershock them and be done with it, but like, like, come on, dude.
Thank you for wood chipper for censorship. That was entirely accidental, by the way.
What?
Oh, the wood chipper basically censored it. So.
Legend of Max and Pikachu.
Oh, Pikachu. Ooh. Okay, moving on now. You think other races have it bad? Try being white. We got to kill the audio.
Turn the sound up. Don't turn the sound up.
A little bit. A little bit.
Okay, I'll give it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, the other races have it bad. Try being white, dude. For real, like you can't do nothing if you're white, man. You can't do anything.
Dance, you can't jump. You can't spice day food. You can't. You can't wash your meat.
Oh my god. You can't break eggs properly. You can't do nothing, man.
Yeah.
Life is tough.
Life is fucking super tough for white guys.
Oh, you can't hold your
dude, put the remote down for a second.
I can't spray things. I can't hold all this stuff. I can't drink milk. I can't
what the fuck?
I can't.
All this shit. What the fuck? Oh my god.
My
Imagine
wallet.
being a white person in 2022. Oh, the sun. The sun.
Oh, that one just. Oh. So, you guys ready to watch some of our boy Freedom Tunes?
Freedom Tunes. All right, let's do it, dude.
The schools just told kids that racism exists. You know what that means? Time for an insurrection! Our years of careful planning have paid off. Alert the right-wing populace through our secret dog whistles. Done. I just sent out the secret incel Pepe meme. In just a few hours, this country is going to be a Christian theocracy.
Okay, guys, so Morio's Cookies just put out an ad which was 3 gay men making out for 5 straight minutes.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I think we should stop eating Morio's. But their cookies are so good.
Organizing
So
boycotts
true. Oh my
is
God.
hard.
Buy the off-brand version.
No, you can always taste the difference.
Okay, so is the future of your country worth more or less to you than the cookie brand?
You can pry it from my cold, dead hands.
This Justin, experts have decoded a secret racist right-wing dog whistle.
Legit.
Cookies are being eaten by bigoted right-wingers to show how racist they are. Here on TV, we just decided cookies are racist.
Ah, I've never had one before.
Yeah, there is
conservative.
an element to the conservatives that are like that. Yeah, I actually have tried to practice what I preach and avoid certain companies.
Conservative, whatever, dude. I'm sorry that you got dragged into that, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like, dude, avoiding those companies does not do anything.
Well,
I'm
okay.
sorry.
I mean, if you're gonna lump me in with those guys, I kind of have to lump you in with the anarchists that believe in child slavery.
I don't see why
Yeah.
either of you are lumping anything
Yeah.
in with anyone.
So
The
Right.
problem is,
My problem is
obviously,
like,
like taking that tribal moniker, I suppose, just seems kind of silly.
So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there is an element of people who are afraid of being called racist or something, like, or holding a position.
Yeah,
and
I don't
then
give a shit.
And then, like, ceding their position, in response to, disingenuous criticism. Like, that's definitely a fucking problem.
That is a problem on the right wing, conservatives especially, is like they get called a bad thing and they're like, no, I'm not actually
No,
a bad
I'm
thing.
not actually a bad thing. I want the
I'm not saying
opposite of
that
the
you,
thing.
I'm not saying that you, CWal, do that. I'm not saying that at all because you don't. Like,
Yeah.
you're one of the good ones, I'll say.
Just like you're one of the good anarchists that that won't, basically do the whole we'll eat the fucking rich. Yeah.
Won't personally
We'll see what
enslave
happens,
children.
but-
I'm sure he won't personally enslave children.
Right.
He probably
not,
wouldn't even condone it.
I
But,
absolutely would not condone that, and I would also view someone who did that as a violator of the NAP, and that person would be, ready to be,
Persona non grata.
ready to be dismissed from society and or life.
I've got a meme I can send you for that one.
Hey.
So moving on to the last one of the night, just something simple, something quick.
Oh, this fucking I don't understand this. at all.
Okay,
I have no idea.
this
what
is a
that
car
is.
spring. You imagine how much strength's in a car spring.
I think that's a spring on top of a spring, really.
Yeah,
which
but
is not also a good
I
idea.
have no
Also
idea
not
what
a
this
okay,
is.
this is a makeshift, basically tensioner. This is a fucking bomb in this guy's hand. There are special tools for these things. This is not one
Okay.
of them.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's a welded frame, and
Yeah.
it's keeping the spring under extreme tension.
Way more than you should.
I mean, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's keeping it, but like, as it's welded, I don't see. I don't know. I don't know what the beginning or the end of this is. I'm only seeing the middle.
Yeah.
I wonder how he compressed it enough and then fit it into the frame.
Yeah, as Quest Fanning is screaming, no, he knows what's going on here.
Okay, great. I have no idea.
Well, there's
Hang
a lot
out with
of
Ed
energy.
more often. He'll
There's a
explain
lot
this
of-
to you.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of potential energy,
send this
obviously.
meme to Ed and let him talk about it on Contemporary because I don't know why this is funny or cool or anything. I have no fucking
Makes me
clue.
cringe.
I mean, I get it, but like, I
Cringe.
don't
I have
find
no
it.
idea.
I don't find this type of content particularly interesting, but I get it. Obviously, it's storing a massive potential energy right now, and releasing it in any type of way, whether it be those
You'll lose a
welds
hand.
breaking, or if you try and remove it from the fucking from the vice itself, then you've got other issues. How are you gonna keep it compressed long enough to decompress it safely? Like,
as Jay just put, you will die.
Well, so like Mijjt has a math degree. I'm a fucking retard. I don't know why you would think that I would understand what's going on here.
Let me explain it simply, John. John, take an ANCOM and an ANCAP and put them together, and they have to work together to survive.
We could probably do that.
And the ANCOM refuses to work, but he's in charge.
Wait, how is he in charge? And it's also an art. I don't understand.
No. Take an ANCOM and an ANCAP, put them together, and they're forced to work together.
What if
and the
he's
ANCOM's
disabled and really smart?
Yeah.
What if he's disabled and really smart?
Okay, let me make it simpler. What happens when you put matter and antimatter together?
I don't know. Explosion or something?
That's also not a good analogy.
Right, because I don't know fucking math or science, so fuck off with that shit.
Okay, John, you know a pressure cooker, right?
Yes.
And you know you're not supposed to open it suddenly?
Right.
This is a pressure cooker, but in spring form.
Right. No, I get that the spring is under a bunch of tension. I understand tension.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. My idea is that the point before this. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I'm fucking.
Johnny, play us out. Johnny, play us out.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah, this was not a good thing to end on.
Yeah, we should have ended on something else, but that's fine because, boys, if you liked what you saw tonight, for whatever reason, make sure you hit the like button because
like this.
Just pretend that you like this. It'll be great for us. Also, if you have not already, please hit the subscribe button because we have no subscribers, so that'd be really cool to have more. Also, down in the description, we've got links to all of our stuff, including my Twitter, my personal Twitter. If you like me, you can go and follow me there. If you like the Porch Bois Twitter and you want to make sure that YouTube, even if YouTube does not give you the notification, you'll still get the notification on Twitter. So make sure you follow the Porch Bois on Twitter or me, and you'll find the links to the episodes as they're coming out.
We might get to the end of the outro. Yes, follow John. He tweets things.
I tweet lots of things most of the day.
On his own thing, yeah. I mean, it's like he's got a job where he can tweet.
Right, I've got a job. Literally, I've got a job where I can tweet during my job, every day of the week.
Where do you think I get the memes from? Well, I'm working. I'm browsing Twitter while working.
Right. We're getting stuff, so make sure you follow us. You can get those memes before they happen on the show. That's pretty fucking awesome. You get a little sneak peek on what we might show. What we might or might not show.
Now there's an incentive. That's an incentive to follow. On the Twitter.
Follow us. Also, I'm also usually right on Twitter, so that's a great way to follow me. Great reason to follow me is that I'm usually correct on Twitter. So, there you go. And then what else we got? That's about it, right?
Yep. I'm about to hit the end screen button.
All right, let's do that. Let's hit the end screen button. We'll see you guys. Oh, actually, hang on. Real quick. I will see you guys this coming Monday. I'm going to start a gaming series. I'm going to do Dawn of Man is the game I'm going to play. And I'm going to call it Donovan Capistan. And so we're going to play Dawn of Man, and we're going to talk about anarchist theory. So come by then.
Real anarchist theory, like books?
Yes. Yeah. So, during the show, I've noticed during these Tuesday shows, I don't usually get a chance to talk about, in-depth theory about anarchism. So I want to do my own series where I play.
You have to, yeah. That makes sense.
I'll play a game, and we'll do that.
We need to
But then
talk
during
about
that time, I encourage any and all questions about anarchist theory, and then I will discuss them.
why don't
Whether
you
I'm
have
right,
like a
whether
topic
I'm
in mind?
consistent. What's that?
Why don't you approach each one with like a topic in mind or maybe a short lecture? Like, why don't
Um,
you lecture us on some concept or another through various authors' viewpoints, quite possibly, perhaps? That could be interesting.
that could be interesting. You're right. But I would rather leave it open. I prefer because you're right. You're right about that. But I would prefer audience engagement. So I
Sure.
want to kind of have, if you
At
have
least you'll be
questions,
pointing. Yeah,
ask
you'll
me
be
those
pointing.
questions, and I'll cite my sources as often as I can.
Sure, but you can point, the conversation in a direction by having a
Yeah,
topic, and then
yeah, you're right.
having
You're right.
definitely references, available, to cite right away.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it could be
Fair
cool. I
enough.
mean, I like the idea. As you're playing a game, you're talking about stuff, and you might even like have the idea to implement those theories in the game as you're talking, sitting there chatting shit and
Yeah,
donning your mans. I don't know
right.
what you do when you don mans, but it's what
Well, you'll
happens.
see if you tune into the show. You'll see how
See,
the
now
game is
there's
played.
another incentive right there. That's right.
Yeah. And it's a fun game. I like it a lot. Good game for discussion because there's a lot of times where like there's nothing going on in the game. Um, so
Sounds
it's a great
riveting.
time for discussion while you're moving around, micromanaging and stuff. Like it's a really good time for discussion, right? Uh, so you're right. You're right. I should probably do a certain topic for each stream. That makes a lot of sense, and I think I'll do that.
Well,
So that's
maybe
starting.
an
That's starting
idea that
this
Guys,
you
coming
want to
Monday.
discuss.
guys, maybe talk about this off stream.
Yeah, we can talk about it off stream. This is starting this coming Monday, though. Coming up, uh, I will be doing that as my
Yeah.
first episode, and I'll do it every Monday afterwards at 9 p.m. Eastern. So as not run into Ed's stream or not to run into anybody else that I know of stream. Um, that'll be fun. I think we should do that. That way we can kind of deal with those issues that like come up on the stream on Tuesdays, but we can't get into because we're trying to move along or whatever. I wanna air those grievances, and I want to kind of dispel those misconceptions of anarchy. So yeah, I think it'll be a great time to do it. Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern. Let's do it. And then other than that, make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already, and we will see you guys. Like I said, Monday.
See you Monday, all.
See you guys.